Shush, you big baby. A little pain never hurt anybody.
Oh.
How about dinner tonight?
I can't. Oh!
The officers' club dance Friday night? I love to cha-cha.
Molly, you know I can't cha-cha.
I'll teach you.
Oh!
When? I got a record player in my room. Just you and me and Jimmy Dorsey.
Well, I thought you didn't allow dancing in the nurses' quarters.
So we won't dance.
Oh.
There. How's that rhomboid now?
Oh, I must say you're the greatest nurse since Strangler Lewis.
Will you stop thinking of me as a nurse? Think of me as a woman. Warm and breathing.
I'm thinking of Captain Binghamton. He's waiting for me. Oh, and he's got a pretty hot breath, too.
Sit down.
Whoa.
I haven't discharged you yet.
A sling? Do we have to?
Yes, we do. You fighting men don't understand your physical limits. And no more volleyball playing for another week, you hear?
Come in.
Lieutenant Commander McHale reporting his orders, sir.
Oh, McHale, were you wounded in line of duty? Don't tell me, let me guess, would you? Was it rolling dice? Was it Indian wrestling with the native girls? I'm getting warm, aren't I, huh?
No, sir. Volleyball.
Oh.
Nothing better for keeping that keen, competitive edge in the boys, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I can see that.
Oh.
Commander, how would you and your men like 2 weeks with nothing to do but play gin rummy, go surfing, have luau's with steel drum bands, dancing girls?
2 whole weeks? Oh, that would be a wonderful change, sir. Yes, sir.
Knock it off, McHale. That's what you do every week. Now, what I want from you is your word as a gentleman, if you'll pardon the expression, that you will confine your normal social activities to your own base.
Well, if you say so, sir, but we'll miss you, Captain.
Would you please not walk away while I'm talking to you?
Oh.
McHale, it's one of nature's little practical jokes that you and I are on the same side in this war. Let's not press our luck, shall we? Read it. How do you understand?
Well, yes, sir. It's another congressional junket, and instead of sending a congressman this time, they're going to send a congresswoman.
Never mind the And when that congresswoman is here, I want you to turn yourself into the invisible man.
Oh?
And cut that out. Now, the scuttlebutt has it that this congresswoman is looking for a hero to send stateside on a bond-selling tour. You wouldn't be interested in going, would you, McHale?
No. I'd rather stay here with my men, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, bless you, McHale, bless you. I love my country, and I shudder to think of its future if by some freak you were presented to youngsters as a hero, as a good example yet. Do you read me?
Like a book.
What?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, now get out of here and make yourself scarce until that congresswoman leaves, and that's an order.
Aye, sir. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Captain. Bye.
Bye.
And when this Congress dame was in North Africa, she took a fancy to a bomber pilot. Next thing you knew, the crew was shipped clear out of the war, back to the States. Why, the poor Slavs had to go on a selling tour of all the big cities.
Hey, let me understand this, Lester. You mean the whole crew?
A whole bunch.
Shucks, a whole crew wasted. 2 months out of action.
Dragging around the States, making speeches to civilians, giving autographs, kissing girls.
Drinking champagne.
I buy bonds myself.
Now, wait a minute, you guys. The congresswoman isn't even going to get a chance to meet the skipper. Remember, Binghamton ordered him to stay here on our island.
Sure, but she didn't order us.
That's right, Brew.
When we get through, the skipper makes Superman look like a sissy.
Now, wait a minute, you guys. I don't know if the skipper would approve of this.
But, Mr. Parker, the skipper deserves some recognition. He really is a hero.
You're right. He's entirely too modest.
That's correct, and that's why we have to go with the skipper to make the speeches.
Hey, Hey, maybe I can stop off in L.A. and see my girl.
If there's any place to sell bonds, it's Brooklyn, the gem of the ocean.
Yeah, wait till we get off the train at Chagrin Falls. I can see the banners now. Ensign Parker Day.
Guys, listen, none of us are going anyplace until we convince that Miss Clark that the skipper is her boy.
Right. And wait till you see the campaign we're going to throw at her.
Yeah.
Mayor Walker, members of the town council, distinguished guests, mother. It is with great pleasure that a sailor of my stature can say that I think we'll go down and check the boat.
Well, here we are, Congresswoman. This is the nerve center of my little command post.
Well, really, I'm more interested in the nerve endings, Captain. The men who are fighting your war.
Oh, yes. Well, you'll get to meet them in due time, and I want to tell you they are real examples of splendid Navy men. Seaman, take the Congresswoman's luggage to the quarters that we prepared.
Hey, did you hear what Commander McHale did this time? He captured an entire Japanese patrol single-handed.
That Commander McHale, quite a guy.
I'm sure that you'll want to rest, Congresswoman, so we'll take you to your quarters. It's been such a long flight.
Oh, no, definitely not, Captain. I'd like to get to work immediately. I want to start meeting some of the men you feel are qualified for our bond tour.
Oh, well, by all means. Any one of the men under my command would be splendid examples to the people on the home front.
Here they come. Oh, that McHale does it. Wow, what moxie.
Yeah, got another nip landing barge yesterday. Boy, that McHale is some guy.
You sailors there, don't you have anything better to do than stand around loitering? Get moving.
Yes, sir, Captain.
Who is this McHale? Is he one of the men I'm going to meet?
No, ma'am. He's nobody. Believe me, he's nobody at all. Now, if you'll just step into my office.
Lieutenant Carpenter reporting as ordered, sir.
Good. Congresswoman Clark, may I present Lieutenant Elroy Carpenter. Carpenter, this is the Honorable Clara Carter Clark.
This is indeed a pleasure, Madam Congresswoman.
How do you do, Lieutenant? What state are you from?
Illinois.
Oh, what a shame. I'm from Massachusetts.
Quentin McHale.
Quentin McHale!
There never was a man so brave that sailed a ship over sea and wave. In a fight he's never been known to fail. He's the tiger of the Pacific, Quentin McHale.
Well, now they're even singing about McHale. Who are those men?
I would say that they are prisoners on their way to the brig.
They seem in such good spirits.
Well, the men always sing those nonsense songs when they're marching, ma'am.
But they're not marching. They're just standing there.
Oh, yes, they are, aren't they? Well, Lieutenant Carpenter will see to it that they start marching, won't you, Lieutenant?
Yes.
Wait a minute. I think they're going to sing again.
Quentin McHale.
Quentin McHale!
There never was a man so brave that sailed a ship over sea.
Cut that singing out, you cutthroats!
Oh, hello, Captain.
Don't you captain me.
Okay, Mr. Binghamton.
What was that song you were singing, Ensign?
Oh, it's an old sea chanty, ma'am. It's about the legend of our skipper, Quentin McHale. Goes like this.
Quentin McHale.
Quentin McHale!
Cut that out!
Hey, where is everybody? It's awful quiet out there.
Oh, they're all at the main base, picking up supplies.
They've been picking up more supplies lately.
It's been a pleasure having you aboard, Madam Congresswoman.
Thank you.
Well, how do you think of our Lieutenant Carpenter? He's got a lot of polish, doesn't he?
Well, frankly, Captain, a little bit too much polish. I was really looking for someone a bit more rugged.
Quentin McHale.
Quentin McHale!
He's the tiger of the Pacific, Quentin McHale.
Stop that blasted singing! My apologies, ma'am.
Captain, why haven't I met this man, McHale?
Oh, well,
Well, I don't know what you have against him, but I've made my mind up. I simply must meet him.
Oh.
Ahoy there on the 73. I want to speak to you.
There never was a man so brave that sailed a ship over sea and wave. His name will make a difference. The bravest in the Pacific, Quinton McHale.
Skipper? Skipper?
Yeah.
Skipper, may I present Congresswoman Clara Carter Clark, our legendary leader, Lieutenant Commander Quinton McHale.
This is indeed an honor, Commander.
Well, how do you do, ma'am? And, I just received a message from Captain Binghamton that I'm to show you around the island and then ferry you right back to the main base, ma'am.
Oh, well, Commander, I take my orders from the people of the United States. I'll stay as long as I deem it necessary.
Well, welcome aboard.
Thank you. This is certainly quite an unorthodox naval base. It seems more like a rest center.
Well, it kind of is. You see, our skipper leads us on such hair-raising missions that, well, we need all the rest we can get.
Wait a little. Hold it, you guys. Ma'am, look, we don't go out on any more missions than the rest of the PT boats around here, so let's not fill Congresswoman Clark with any wrong ideas.
You know, Commander, I've heard so much about you, I feel as if I already know you. How long do you think it'll be before your wound heals?
Wound? I got this in a volley of...
That's right, in a volley of nip rifle fire.
Yes, sir. I told Miss Clark all about how those nips ambushed us at Tuvalagi.
Tuvalagi? Rifle? Ma'am, I don't know what these boys have been filling you with, but I threw this shoulder off playing volleyball.
Volleyball?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we told you Skip, how modest he was.
Yeah, what else did they tell you, ma'am?
Well, Mr. Parker here was telling me how you wiped out an entire Japanese patrol at Bora Bora.
Oh, he did. Did he?
Yeah, Skip, well, you see, she's a member of Congress, and I felt that they ought to know that...
I want to talk to you, mister. If you'll excuse us for a moment, ma'am, the rest of my crew will show you around the base.
Surely, thank you.
And I don't want to hear my name mentioned once.
Yeah, but gee, Skippy, you're the tiger of the Pacific.
Come on, get out. What a bunch. I've never heard the likes of it. All right, Mr. Blabberman. Come on, mister. All right, now, what's this all about?
Well, you see, Skip, we were so anxious to get back to the States, and, well, we thought if they picked you for the bond tour, well, they'd take us along with them. See... Oh, don't be mad, Skip. And
for crying out loud, you know how I feel about this hero malarkey, putting on stiff collars and making speeches. Doggone it. You guys kind of got your heart set on a trip back to the States, haven't you?
Well, kind of planning on it.
Well, heaven knows you deserve it. So far be it from me to stand in your way.
Hey! Sorry, Skip. Gee, that's great.
Wait a minute. Before you glory hounds start laying it on too thick. If we get picked for this bond tour, I want it on the up and up. You hear?
You can count on me, Skip. I'll tell him.
All right.
And that's what we fondly call our winter.
Hey, you glory hound! Men. The skipper said to belay that war talk. Sounds like we're boasting in front of Miss Clark.
Oh. Well, it looks as if I'll have to get all my information from you personally.
Yes, ma'am.
What state are you from, Commander?
Michigan, ma'am.
Oh, that's too bad. It would have been just perfect if you could have been from Massachusetts.
Oh?
But I guess you can't have everything. I wonder if I might have a little chat with you.
Oh, well, certainly, ma'am. Right this way.
Thank you.
He's the tiger of the Pacific. And McHale.
Can you see what's happening on McHale Beach, sir?
I can't see a thing. What's keeping that woman over there so long? Quinton McHale, he's the tiger of the Pacific.
Quinton. Hey, Virg, first thing I'm going to do when we get back to the States is to kiss the ground. That's a wasted pucker, Hap. Now, me, I'm heading right for Muscle Beach and the cutest female weightlifter you've ever seen in your life.
Well, if you need me, I'll be over at Ebbsfield watching the Dodgers. April in Flatbush.
First up for me is California. I visited my cousin Cecil in San Francisco.
Hey, you guys, the skipper's back from Mainside. What do you say we give him a reception? Why don't we give him a cheer? I want to be late.
Hey,
All right, at ease. Look, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but you're not going.
Hey, how about that? Isn't that great? We're not going. We're not going.
What are you talking about? What do you mean we're not going?
Ease off. Now, look, you swabbies had it all wrong. That congressman was only looking for one hero, and I'm elected, just me. Look. Don't make it any rougher than it is, will you? The only reason I took this bond drive was because I figured that you guys could use a breather back in the States. But I'm not going without you.
The skipper. Well, if you're worried about the crew, Skip, Big Daddy will take care of him.
Oh, well, I'm sure you could, Pappy. But I'm afraid you won't get the chance. The captain has Lieutenant Sidney Resnick in mind for replacement.
Sidney Suicide Resnick?
Yeah, the old kamikaze kid himself, boy.
You mean the guy who had 7 PT boats shot out from under him?
7.5, my friend, 7.5.
Oh, boy, Skip, we gotta get you off the hook.
But the problem is, how?
Yeah, this is gonna be tough. I think that lady's sweet on you.
Oh, sure. Look at me, Willie. You call this pretty?
Well, I know, Skip, but it's always the dainty ones that go for us brutes.
Yeah. You know, maybe he's got something. That's it. You could be a brute. Nothing personal, of course. Well, I once read this true love story where this gambler was in love with a sweet young thing, but he didn't think it was good enough for her. So he tried to scare her off by pretending he was a wolf.
Did it work?
Yeah. It turned out he was good enough for her, and they got married, and they had twins, and they lived happily ever after. That's not so good.
Hey, wait a minute. You know, a bit of surprise like that would upset Miss Clark's plans.
You mean twins?
No. I mean that big bad wolf part of the story. Clara, I've been so hungry for so long. And you're such a fine figure for a woman.
Does this mean we're engaged?
All right, knock it off, you bunch of ex-heroes. I've got to get ready to destroy a legend.
Gee, the skipper's plan has got to work.
And just to make sure, we better give him a hand.
What do you mean, Grube?
Mr. Parker, oil up your pitch pipe. I have an idea.
Ma'am, everything I tell you about McHale is absolutely true. He's the worst example you could possibly pick.
That will be quite enough, Captain. You know, a politician develops a sixth sense about mudslinging. I don't believe a word of it. And now, good night. Come in.
Oh, good evening, Captain. Good evening, Miss Clark. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Not at all, Commander. Come right in. The captain was just leaving.
Good nighty-night, Captain.
Night, Captain.
You know, the captain certainly isn't your greatest booster. He tried to talk me out of taking you back on the bond tour.
Oh?
But have no fear. Once I make a decision, I stick with it. That's a little trick I learned in Congress.
Oh, well, maybe you should have listened to him, ma'am. The captain really makes a lot of sense when you...
Oh, now, don't go modest on me again, Commander. Well, we're leaving first thing in the morning, so I'm making out our itinerary.
Oh.
Now, let's see. Our first stop in the States will be Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yes, Springfield, huh? I hear the nights are very cold in Springfield.
Yes, that's a good point. Take along an enlisted man's pea jacket. That always makes a good impression.
Oh. Well, I was thinking of a more old-fashioned way of keeping warm.
Your long undies?
That's not exactly what I had in mind. Clara, we're not kids anymore.
What's gotten into you, Commander?
Call me Quentin. I don't know. Maybe it's the way your eyes glisten, like two liquid pools.
I have a sinus condition.
You're fighting me, Clara. Clara, don't fight me.
Now, let's see. From Springfield, we go to Boston, where you'll address the Elks.
Elks, smelks, as long as we're together.
Oh, stop it, Commander, for heaven's sake.
Oh, no, don't fight me. Forget that you're a fragile wisp of loveliness, and that I'm a rough, tough, hairy ape.
Now, see here, McHale, I've been a widow for 10 long years.
That's what I mean. Let's celebrate.
Oh, now. Now, look, I don't know what's going on around here, but I'm still taking you back to the civilians. So stop bucking for a Section 8 and act your age. Now, from Boston, we pop over to Cambridge for the Girl Scout Jamboree.
Quentin McHale.
Quentin McHale.
McHale isn't the hero you think. He's really just a no-good fake. Comes a flag and away he'll sail. He's a coward of the Pacific. Stinky McHale.
What's all this about, McHale?
Well, now, don't you believe one word they're singing, ma'am. No, sir. They're just jealous. That's what they're jealous. Well, tell me, do we go to Washington, D.C. on this trip, ma'am?
Yes, we do.
Oh, good.
On the 8th day.
Oh, boy, it should be a gas in Congress.
Gas?
Well, bring along my hula skirt. I'll really put a motion before Congress.
You wouldn't.
Well, not when I'm stone sober. But, man, when I'm juiced, anything goes.
McHale, I don't know what's brought on the sudden change in you and your men, but whatever it is, it won't work. At 0700 tomorrow, you are leaving with me for the States, chicken-livered or not, and that's final.
0700?
0700.
Oh.
McHale's much worse than Captain Blind. He's a phony rat, a rotten guy.
Hold it, you miserable songbirds.
He's a chicken-livered sissy. Stinky
Hey,
Have a good day. Mom in Nashville. We're sure gonna miss you.
All right. Look, I'm only be gone for 6 weeks, so I'll see you when I get back.
If we're still here.
What do you mean if you're still here?
Oh, you're forgetting Suicide Resnick. Boy,
All right, look. I'm just as miserable about it as you guys. So why don't we all just try to...
Skip, here comes that congresswoman again.
Who? Oh. Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Commander. Good morning, men.
Hi.
Commander, there's been a slight change, and I hardly know how to say it.
You mean I'm going to be away more than 6 weeks?
Well, no, I mean you're not going at all.
I'm not going at all?
Well, I really do hate to throw this at you at the last minute like this, but late last night, another PT boat came in, and I just found out that its skipper is from Massachusetts. Well, he has quite a record, too, and after all, this is an election year, so I've decided to pick him.
Oh, well, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. What boat did he come in on?
That's it, right over there.
PT-109? I don't know him.
Well, I am sorry. It's been a great pleasure to meet you, and I want to wish all you men the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, ma'am. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, I don't envy that poor skipper on a PT-109 making all those speeches.
Yeah, well, I feel sorry for the people that have to listen to him. I can't understand him.
What do you mean?
Oh, did you ever hear him talk?
No.
He says, we're engaged in a great world conflict. However, I'm hopeful that we can move ahead. Of course, nobody's perfect.
Oh, I can understand that.
Well, never mind that. At least we got our skipper back again.
Hey, yeah!
Let's throw out the beer and ale. We've got our skipper back again. Quentin McHale.
Don't call him Stinky.
Quentin McHale.
Gosh, you big baby. There, that ought to do it. And next time, tell the boys to take it easy.
Boy, those gorillas, they yanked me back up in that boat so fast they threw it out again.
Quint,
Huh?
how about a cozy little picnic on your base?
Now, you know my base is no place for a lady, Molly.
Well, who'd know? We could eat by that pretty little swamp, and the mosquitoes would keep the snoopers away.
If there's anything I hate, it's mosquitoes. You know that.
Oh, come on. I hear you're the tiger of the Pacific. Now's your chance to prove it.
No. Come on. You got it all wrong, honey. I'm just a chicken-livered sissy. Stinky McHale. Bye-bye, baby.
I could just scream.
Polynesian. 2 sukiyaki.
Chicken Polynesian in Paris.
Well, that does it. Hey, wait a minute. Any sukiyaki left?
Sure.
Good. Better yaki up a couple extra orders. Might have to grease some of the guys on shore patrol.
No grease in my food.
Get it.
Hey, how we doing, Gruber?
Counting this load, we got over $600 in the pot.
Hey,
Nice. Uh-oh, here comes our den mother.
All right, men. I've made a firm decision. Unload that food. This whole thing's got to stop at once. Well, I am the officer in charge here, right?
Absolutely right. We shouldn't be doing this.
Now, look, you guys, be reasonable. After all, I'm responsible until Commander McHale gets back from New Caledonia. Now, you wouldn't want him to get in trouble, would you?
Hey, you guys!
Hey, here comes the skipper. Oh, he's not due back until tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Coxswain. Return to the base.
If that's a crap game going on, count me in. All right, skipper, now let me take the rap.
Yeah.
Well, what's the matter? You guys don't seem very happy to see me back. All right. Gruber, this looks like one of your operations. What's going on here?
Can I try for a couple of lies, or are you pressed for time?
I would like to get out of this uniform. Makes me feel like I'm in the Navy, you know? What's the pitch?
Instant luau's.
What?
You know how miserable the chow is over on the base, so we got Fuji to cook the stuff up here, package it, sell it to the guys over there, $2 a pop.
I'm gone for 4 days. I come back, I find you guys running a seagoing cafeteria. Unload the boat, the whole deal's off.
Wait a minute, Skipper. We've got to deliver these orders. We collected in advance. Now, you don't want us to be dishonest.
All right. But this is the absolute end, you understand? I ought to bust you down to apprentice seaman.
Oh, well, pardon me, sir, but according to regulations, the commanding officer is responsible for the actions of his crew, and, well, since I was in charge while you were away, I feel if anybody's to get busted, it should be me, sir. Can you undo that little clasp there?
Look, Chuck, it's a nice gesture, and I admire you for it. But I think you better go on being an ensign, huh? I don't think you'd ever make it as an enlisted man.
Captain Binghamton. Carpenter, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, Captain Binghamton. Just a minute, sir.
What is he doing in there?
Sir?
Oh, Carpenter, I'm sorry that you didn't feel well enough to join me for dinner. I'm sorry to bother you, but this is an important message I just got from the fleet. Admiral Stryker is due in here tomorrow night, so I want you to alert all hands on the base that there will be an... What is that I smell in here?
What, sir? I don't smell anything.
You don't smell anything? The whole place reeks of it.
Reeks, sir? Of what, sir?
Well, I don't know. Of what? That's what I'm asking you. Of what? What? Well, it's food. That's what I smell. It's food. What's in there?
In there, sir?
Yes, in there. What's in there?
Oh, just my laundry, sir. You know, my shirts, my socks.
Really? It's the first time I ever knew that Navy socks smelled like fried chicken. My Carpenter. No wonder you've had indigestion. You've been eating your socks.
I'm sorry I deceived you, sir. But when I had a chance for a really good meal, I just couldn't help myself. Captain, try it yourself. You'll see just what I mean.
I'm gonna put you on report for lying to me, sneaking food into your quarters like this. Outrageous. Say, that's delicious. sauce is superb. It has a definite Oriental flavor.
You should try the sukiyaki, sir. American style, of course.
Sukiyaki? You mean you can get a choice, huh?
Oh, yes, sir.
Where do you get food like this?
I bought it from one of the seamen, sir.
A seaman? A seaman on my base? You've been selling delicious food like this behind my back?
Well, not exactly on the base, sir.
Oh, no. Not one of McHale's men.
Now that you know about this, sir, maybe it's all for the best.
What do you mean by that?
I once served under Admiral Stryker, sir. He's a very strict disciplinarian. But he does have one little weakness. It seems he's a bit of a gourmet.
Oh?
And I was just thinking, sir, maybe you could borrow McHale's cook and hit the Admiral right where he lives, sir.
What do you mean, borrow him? Who's the commanding officer here? I'll transfer his cook to my kitchen permanently. Oh, and Carpenter?
Yes, sir.
Make a note. First thing in the morning, check out all of our chipped beef. Have it shipped to McHale's Island.
I warned you, clamheads. But no, you had to deliver one more load of instant luau's. And what do we get? Instant trouble.
Now, don't get steamed, Skipper. We're out of business. We're retired. So what's the worry?
What's the worry? I got orders to deliver our cook to Captain Binghamton at 1100 hours. That's to worry.
No, Skipper-san, please. Don't send me to Captain.
Oh, of course not, Fuji. He doesn't even know you're here. Gruber, this is your operation. You better start to operate, boy. You report to Captain Binghamton, and don't forget your chef's hat.
Now, wait a minute, Skipper. According to regulations, on a dangerous mission beyond the call of duty, you've got to call for volunteers.
All right. You guys want to do it like they do in the movies? Okay. Line up here. Come on. Line up. All of you. All right. Now, would a volunteer please step forward? Oh, come on now, will you? That gang went down with Manila off Dewey. I mean, Dewey off Manila. Now, look, you guys. Now, let's stop horsing around and we got to start thinking. Come on now, let's think. Think.
Hey, I got it. Why don't we put all the names in a hat and draw one?
Hey, that's a good idea.
Good. Let me get this straight. Put the 6 names in a hat, and somebody draws out the pigeon?
Right. And we'll use my hat, so there won't be any question of cheating.
Oh, this I got to see. All right, come on, let's go. Come on.
Come on, guys. Write down a name.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Now, let's go. All right.
Okay, here, Skip. You draw 'em. I trust you.
Ah. Harry S. Truman.
Step forward, please.
Frank Sinatra. Come on, what is that?
Keep going, Skipper. I'm sure there's one honest guy in the outfit.
Oh. Well, it's more like it. Harrison Tinker Bell.
How'd that get me? I've been framed. I'm Harry Truman.
Well, look, we're not going to do it all over again. You're it.
Yeah, I won't do it. I'll go over the hill. I'd rather surrender to the Japanese than serve under Captain Binghamton.
I not blame you.
All right. Take it easy. Well, now, will you, Tinker? While you guys are out smarting each other, I was doing a little figuring. And I got it figured out how you can be back here by chow down tonight.
Yeah, how?
Well, simple. You report to the captain as ordered. And then you cook our peerless leader such a snap-food lunch, he'll throw you right off the base.
As you were. How's everything, Bell? Have you got everything you need?
I'm doing the best I can, sir, but it's very difficult for an artist like I am to create in such strange surroundings. I miss my own little kitchen.
Oh, well, there. If lunch is anything like your chicken Polynesian, I'll build you your own little kitchen.
Oh, gracias.
All right, Do you mind if I sneak a taste?
No, please. My masterpiece. It is not finished yet.
Well, could you just hurry it along? My battered taste buds are quivering already.
Oui, oui.
Oui.
Garçon, get the plates. Voila.
Seasoning.
Everything shipshape in the galley, sir? How's the new chef?
Oh, he's creating like mad. I tell you, it was a stroke of genius to transfer that man here.
Hello, Commander. How are you?
I think I hear what used to be the best-fed man in my command.
Hello, Captain. Lieutenant Commander McHale reporting his orders, sir.
Hiya, Coffee. McHale, you've already been informed that Admiral Stryker plans an inspection tour at 1800 hours.
Oh?
Pardon me, sir. Your lunch is served.
Oh, good, good.
Well, in that case, sir, we'll shove off and get back to work. Yes, sir. Rub-a-dub-dub.
McHale.
Yes, sir.
I don't want you to go away mad.
Oh, no, sir.
Jackson, set 2 more places.
Thank you very much, sir, but we got our chow waiting back on the island. Yes, sir.
But it's nothing like we're going to have here, is it, McHale?
Oh, you can say that again, sir. But if you'll excuse us, sir, we're so used to that rich food that, well, we're trying to kick the habit. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, I must say you're both very good. Ensign, I'm still talking to you. You'll have plenty of time later to gorge yourself on that chipped beef.
Oh?
Now, I don't want to make this an order, but sit down. That looks like some sort of an exotic casserole. Wonder what's in it?
Me too.
What?
Beef, too.
Oh, beef. Good, I like that. Go ahead, McHale.
After you, sir.
Now, let's not stand on ceremony.
A little spicy, isn't it, sir?
Get the chef in here.
Yes.
I'll belay that. McHale, you're responsible for this.
Oh, well, Captain, whatever do you mean?
You know what I mean. You rigged this whole thing to get the cook away from me. You must think I'm stupid or something.
Oh, no, sir. You got it all wrong. Well, you know how temperamental great chefs are. When you had Bell transferred here, sir, he just couldn't put his heart in his work.
Well, he put everything else in it. Oh, no, McHale, I'm not buying that.
But you've got to believe me, sir. Bell is homesick. He needs his shipmates, his buddies.
Nonsense.
Oh, no, sir. That's a man's loyalty for his shipmates. That's what makes the Navy go, go, go. That secret weapon that carries a man through shot and shell, fearless and unafraid, for knowing that by his side is his buddy.
You're touching me. McHale, I've got enough on you to put you and your whole motley crew away. You can't get away with this sort of thing. What is the matter with you?
But.
Don't but me! You go in that kitchen and you tell Bell to create his chicken Polynesian for the Admiral's dinner tonight, and he'd better make it good, because if he doesn't, I'll transfer him back to his buddies in Leavenworth. Yes, sir. Get out of here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Skipper, you gotta get me out of this. I'm too young to go to jail. What am I gonna do?
You heard what Binghamton said. You gotta make dinner for the Admiral tonight.
But I even burned cornflakes. I can't cook, and you know it.
Well, look, it's either chicken Polynesian tonight or bread and water for all of us.
Well, you know, they'll skip the food at Leavenworth can't be that bad. After all, it's a federal prison.
Come on, Chuck. Let me think, will you? There must be some way out of this mess.
Hey, I got an idea.
What?
Look, why don't we get the recipe from, F-U-J-I. And give it to G-I-N. Well, Tinker. Well, don't you suppose he could...
He couldn't.
Hey, wait a minute. Why bring over just the recipe? Let's bring over the whole dinner. That's it. We'll have Fuji cook up a whole pot full of goodies. We'll ferry him over and sneak him into you. All you have to do is sit tight. Come on, partner. We got a pickup to make. 2 chicken Polynesian dinners to go. And remember, when it's burning, it's cooking. When it's black, it's done. Yes, sir.
I could just scream.
Gee, Skip, you're late. I was getting worried.
We had to sneak by the shore patrol. But relax, everything's all set now.
Yeah, everything's all set for tonight, but what about tomorrow?
One problem at a time. If you don't make it with the Admiral tonight, you won't be here tomorrow. Hey, now look, Fuji says to stir this every now and then so it won't stick.
McHale! What are you doing here? If this is more sabotage.
Wait, sir, no, wait a minute now, sir. I'm just over here checking the goodies, and I want everything to be just right for you and the admiral, sir. Yes, sir.
That'll be the day. There's something wrong here. It's delicious.
You know, sir, sometimes I get the feeling you just don't trust me completely, sir.
McHale, wherever you're involved, there are only two possibilities. One is that something is wrong, and the other is that something is going to go wrong. Well, nothing is going to go wrong while the admiral is here. And to make sure, you and your motley crew are going on a mission to, let's say, Matua?
Matua?
Yes, let's say that.
But there's nothing on that island but tsetse flies. We checked it out last week.
Well, you go back there and you count the chi-chis. Now put to sea immediately.
You mind if I take time to pick up some fuel, sir, and a couple of dozen fly swatters?
Get out of here.
Yes, sir.
Will you excuse me, sir? I'm in a stirring mood.
Okay.
Well, I must say the base seems to be in good shape, Binghamton.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Admiral. And if I may say so, sir, the best is yet to come.
Oh, yeah. Carpenter tells me you've got the finest cook in the South Pacific.
Well, I try to run a happy ship, and I think you'll be happy to be aboard, Admiral, when you taste my cook's specialty. It's chicken Polynesian.
Oh, sounds interesting.
Oh, I tell you, Admiral, it's a gourmet's delight. It's a tender young chicken. He's just swimming around in an exotic sauce. It's as sweet as honey, and it's as rich as freshly drawn butter.
Oh, well, no, that's not for me. I've just been put on a strict low-calorie diet. These rich sauces are out.
Excuse me, sir, but the captain's cook has another specialty that should be just what the doctor ordered. It's a very healthy, sir, full of vegetables and very low in calories. It's what we call our island version of sukiyaki.
Oh, so sukiyaki. Yes, sir, I was just about to suggest that, Admiral. Sukiyaki.
Well, that sounds excellent. I haven't had a good sukiyaki since Tokyo. Before the war, of course.
Before the war, the Admiral.
Oh, yes, sir, very
Carpenter, tell Chef Bell to prepare the sukiyaki. We'll all have sukiyaki.
Aye, sir.
Now, won't you sit down, Admiral?
I dream of genie with the light thrown air. Oh, Lieutenant, it is almost ready, and if I may say so, sir, the Admiral's about to become a member of my Chicken Polynesian fan club.
I'm sorry, Bill, but the chicken's out. The Admiral wants your sukiyaki.
Oh, really? Well, I'll be only too glad to... Sukiyaki, but...
No buts. What the Admiral wants, the Admiral gets. Now, don't get nervous, Bill. The captain realizes that this will take a little time. But just make this as good as your chicken Polynesian, and everybody will be happy. Now, shall we carry on?
Okay, take her over, Chuck. Steady she goes. And try not to ram the Admiral's cruiser there, will you?
Hey, there's a light flashing off to port. Huh? Looks like somebody's making a signal from the base. Hey, it's Tinker.
Bring her around, Chuck. Well, what's it saying?
Saying, help! Help!
Here. Get on the blinker, Willie. Find out what's wrong. Kill the engines, Chuck. Kill the engines.
Lucky Pierre, I caught him in time.
What's he say, Willie? What's he say?
Well, without the cuss words, he said the Admiral pulled a switch and wants sukiyaki.
Sukiyaki?
Now what are we going to do? We're really cooked.
But not yet. Well, we got to start cooking something right now. Look, Willie, tell him it's on the fire. Tell him to ad-lib it until we get the stuff over to him. Come on.
Ad-lib it? I don't even know what's in it.
Sir, looks like a light flashing from the Taratupa base. Tinker says he can't ad-lib it without knowing what's in it.
Oh, for crying out. Bucci! Bucci! Come up here. What in blazes is in sukiyaki?
Thin sliced beef.
Thin sliced beef.
Chop onion.
Chop onion.
Pretty shirataki.
Pretty shirataki.
Shirataki? What's shirataki?
Shirataki. What's shirataki?
Sounds Japanese. Must be code. We better find out who they're signaling to. Pass the word for a spotter plane.
Hey, unidentified plane at 9 o'clock. Or no, 8:30. No, it's about 8:45. The big hand's on there.
At the deck!
Looks like a plane from the cruiser, Skipper.
I guess it'd be about 9:30.
Knock it off, Chuck. Hey, you guys! Get over that rubber boat! We got a banquet to deliver!
Chick 1 to Mother Hen. Chick 1 to Mother Hen. Come in, Mother Hen. Unidentified craft floating off Teratuba Base, showing no lights.
About that shirataki, sir. I checked it out. It's a Japanese word.
What's it mean?
Noodles.
Noodles. Noodles? That's got to be code.
You make Kidachi. Keep through the hot.
Yeah, watch it. Boy, it's murder to give that stuff away for free.
Hold on back there, Happy.
All right. Okay. All right, let me have a one. All right, let's shove off.
Hey, Skipper, take her signaling again.
Tell him we're on our way. All right, let go.
Fuji, hurry. Can't hold admiral much longer.
Fuji? Admiral? That's no code.
Chick 1 to Mother Hen. Small boat leaving unidentified craft headed for the base. Looks like there's some kind of a fire on it.
Sound general quarters. Alert the base. Jap commando raid. They're after Admiral Stryker.
You guys! Come on, knock it off! Don't move, you get it right here. What's in that? Anyone for sukiyaki? Sukiyaki? Yeah, it must have floated up from a Jap submarine. Yeah. Oh, yeah? Well, tell it to the Admiral. Come on. Oh, wait a minute. You can't do that to us. We're officers.
Yeah. Well, maybe they can.
I'm waiting for your explanation, McHale, if there is one. But I must warn you, anything you say will be used against you and Bell in your court-martial.
Oh, now leave Bell out of this, sir. It wasn't his fault. Why, he didn't even cook the stuff.
And who did, McHale? Who?
Well, I guess I might as well confess.
Can't do that, Skipper. They'll bust you.
No, Mr. Parker. No more lies. The time has come to tell the whole truth. It was me, sir.
McHale.
You, Skipper? I mean, you. Yes, it was him. Yeah.
Commander, do you mean to say that you're actually this famous cook?
That's right, sir. I guess I should have told the whole truth to Captain Binghamton before, sir. But, well, he was so anxious to make your visit a memorable one that, well, I just couldn't let him down, sir.
Captain, you may not have the best cook in the South Pacific, but you certainly have a loyal friend and shipmate.
Well, that's my buddy, sir.
I don't know about you, gentlemen, but I'm starved. It smells delicious. It looks superb. McHale, I can't borrow you for a cook, but I can certainly borrow your recipe. What is it?
Borrow my flashlight, sir?
I'll write it out and get it to you first thing in the morning. Yes, sir.
Fine. Captain, bring that over to the table.
Ensign.
Well, he said captain.
Oh, shut up.
Skip, I think he's out of ammo.
I hope. Are you sure? How can I write my mother and tell her I was shot by one of our own officers?
During target practice.
Chuck! Nice corner, Chuck.
Oh, I'm not finished yet. I got a jam.
No. You're all finished. That's plenty.
Hey, Skip, tow plane's calling. Wants to know if he can surrender.
Oh, very funny. Now tell him we're all through and bring the target in.
Come on in, we're finished.
Oh, that poor Chuck. I'm worried about him.
About him? What about us? He's behind the gun.
Look, numbskull, if Captain Binghamton ever gets a look at that great big fat goose egg on Parker's score, he'll railroad him out of here so fast it'll take a month for his skivvies to catch up with him.
But Mr. Parker's got other good qualities that make up for this bad gunnery score.
They don't assign an ensign to a boat because the crew likes him.
Well, what'll we do?
If I was to catch you guys changing Parker's score, so help me, I'd court-martial a whole bunch of you. Don't forget that. I'm going in for a nap now, in case you boys got anything to do.
You do that, Skip. Rest easy. Always makes my day brighter to cheat a little.
Hey, Bird, you're the best shot on the base. What's your score?
89.
Well, Parker's always doing things backwards. We'll reverse your score.
A 98, that's kind of high.
Can't go any higher.
You wanted to see me, Captain?
Oh, yes. McHale, when you do something wrong, who's the first one to call you on it?
You are, sir.
That's right. And when you do a crackerjack job, who's the first one to give you a pat on the back?
You are, sir?
Yes, confounded me, McHale. Now, you're making it very difficult for me. I want to congratulate you.
Oh.
You and your boat had the best gunnery score on the base.
Oh.
And I want you to give my personal congratulations to Ensign Parker.
Ensign Parker, sir?
That's right. He had a remarkable score. That boy shot a 98.
At 98?
Yes, you know, McHale, I was quite a shot myself when I was his age.
Oh, I'm sure you were, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. He used to call me Old Eagle Eye.
Right here, Eagle Eye. Sir?
Thank you very much. There you are. Captain Kittredge, doors were made for knocking.
On a fighting ship, Binghamton, we don't call them doors. We call them hatches. And they're for coming in to and going out of. End of lesson. When do I get my supplies?
You get your supplies when I'm good and ready to give you your supplies. And what are you hanging around for?
Well, I think it's just getting interesting, sir.
All right, get out.
Aye, sir. Bye-bye, Captain. Bye, sir.
Bye-bye, Captain?
Yes, bye-bye. You run your ship, I'll run mine. Where were we?
My supplies.
You know, it gets so confusing with people coming in here without knocking and everything. Supplies. Yeah, well, I'll tell you something, Captain Kittredge. If you would bring your ship into the harbor like everybody else, there would be no problem with your supplies.
The USS Clive is a fighting ship, Binghamton. I want plenty of water around me. You don't catch me coming into an unprotected harbor.
Unprotected? What about my PT boats?
Yeah, PT boats? Those little toys are going to protect me?
Toys? I'll tell you, a PT boat pound for pound can outgun anything in the Navy.
Oh? They're carrying guns now? I thought you just played around with them in your bathtub.
Not only are we carrying guns, but I've got an Ensign Parker here who isn't even dry behind the ears yet, and he can outgun anybody on that tin can of yours.
Oh, come now, Binghamton. You must be suffering from desk fatigue.
Oh, really? And how would you like to have a little contest?
Paper clips at 20 paces?
I'm thinking of a 50 caliber at a tow target.
Well, if you're serious, agreed.
Mm-hmm. All right, and now, how about the steaks?
This would look very nice in my cabin.
Well, that's my ship's clock. I've had that for 20 years. That was given to me by the yacht club.
Well, if you're afraid.
All right, my ship's clock. Against the wheel from that tin can of yours.
The wheel from the Clive? Oh, come now, Binghamton. Okay, you're on. When?
Tomorrow, dock area, 1,200 hours.
We'll be there. This will be like taking candy from a baby.
Skip, you must be kidding. Parker in a shooting match?
Oh, brothers, he in for trouble.
You don't know the half of it, boy. Binghamton bet his prize clock, and if Chuck loses it for him, he's a dead ensign.
Yeah, Lester here had to get my 98.
Don't call me Lester.
Maybe, Mr. Parker, not as bad as we think.
Let's face it, Fuji. Chuck has enough trouble finding the trigger, let alone the target.
Yeah, you're right, Stink.
Hey, I got it. Suppose Mr. Parker has a little accident, and he doesn't show.
How about I get his hand caught in the engines, break all his fingers? That'll help.
Oh, you're all hard, all hard. Oh, boy.
Hey, Skip. I got an idea. Maybe there's some way I can take his place.
Nah, the captain's hooked on Parker and... Well, now, wait a minute.
What is it, Skip? You got an idea?
Nah. Second thought, it's kind of a dirty trick.
Hey, I like it already.
Hey, Skip, we got no choice. Like you just said, if Mr. Parker blows the match, he's a goner.
Yeah, you're right. Binghamton probably use him for personal target practice. All right, listen. Now, Chuck and that sharpshooter from the Clive will be shooting from the dock area at the main base, right?
Yeah?
Now, supposing we set up one of our 50s in the jungle, right where the target plane will pass. We put Virgil here on the gun, and it's a cinch. Even Parker wouldn't know.
That's wonderful, Skip.
Oh, hiya, Chuck.
Hi, fellas. Any of you guys want to pick up any tips? I'll be practicing for the big match on my trusty 50.
Okay, we'll do that. Come on, you guys, let's go. I said, come on. Will you guys come on?
Skip, it's dangerous out there.
You didn't cock it yet.
Hey, careful aim, sir.
What'd you say? Well, you guys sure are nervous.
Oh, Captain.
What's he doing, McHale?
Oh, well, he's getting the right mental attitude, sir. Yes, sir.
How's it going, Parker?
Oh, you broke my concentration.
Oh, sorry.
Well, let's watch it. Sir?
Yes, I'll look here.
Northeast.
No, northeast.
Northeast. He better know what he's doing, McHale.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, don't worry, sir. Everything's going to be all right, sir.
Well, that's that. I got my windage and drift ratio figured. I'm ready.
Got the ratio all set, sir. We're ready.
Oh, good. How's your trigger finger?
Itchy.
Oh, dear, that's itchy. Got nerves of steel.
Oh, yes, sir.
Hey, what do you know? It really is itchy.
Boat ahoy!
All right, this way, Captain. I see you brought the wheel. He brought the wheel.
I brought the wheel.
You bring the clock?
Oh, the clock is right over there.
Captain Binghamton?
Yes.
Commander McHale? This is Ensign Dennison.
How are you, sir?
All right, Ensign. Parker.
You called, Cap?
Yes. Now, this is your opponent. This is Ensign Dennison. This is Ensign Parker.
Hi, Parker. Oh.
You can just call me Deadeye. Hey, you're a little nervous, aren't you? Hands are all sweaty.
Are you two gladiators ready? Mr. Dennison, Deadeye?
Oh, Skip, I haven't figured my muzzle velocity rate of fall yet. Won't take but a minute.
Oh.
He's got to be kidding.
You just wait until he shoots, Kittredge.
Hey, Skip, what's 7 times 6?
42.
That's right.
I got $50 that says Parker creams your boy.
You've got yourself a bet. The boys in the engine room want to get a piece of this.
Name your poison.
$75.
$75.
Now bet. Come here, Gruber.
Excuse me, Clarence.
What's the idea? They don't have a chance.
I know. That's why I gave him even money.
Nothing doing. All bets are off.
Yeah, but I already got $50 down. If I call it off now, they get suspicious.
All right, but not another nickel. And aren't you supposed to be someplace?
Right on our way, sir.
Well, shove off.
Sorry, fellas. 50's all I can handle. Let's go, Verge.
Well, since you're the visiting team, your man shoots first, Kittredge.
Dennison.
All ready, Mr. Dennison? Willie, call in that plane.
Bring her in.
Al, here she comes.
He's doing pretty good.
Don't worry about it, Lester. It's in the bag.
I'm counting on you.
Report coming in. Mr. Dennison's score was 82.
Nice shooting, Dennison.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, not bad. Of course, today you're shooting against the best.
Okay, hot shot. You're on.
Good luck, Charlie.
Oh, thanks, Wally.
All right, Moss. Gung-ho.
Sir?
Oh, bring her in.
Target plane. Make your run.
Parker's getting ready to shoot. Stand by and fire when I drop my arm, huh? What are you doing here? Get lost, fast. This is a restricted area.
You lower that arm, sailor, and I'll break it.
Come on, Charlie, blast that target. He's hit the target plane.
Well, sir, I can probably explain. You see, now, there was probably a sudden shift in the wind. Now, that had altered my windage and drift.
Oh, numbskull, I shifted him.
He's come right around to the nor'east.
McHale, get him out of my sight.
Yes, sir. Come on, Chuck. Sir, the pilot's coming down safely.
Ah, goody.
Oh, this is a beauty. This'll really dress up my wardrobe. Get the wheel, Dennison. You've got dirt on your face, Wally. Get Can you imagine that? He shot down the target plane. Good shooting, Deadeye.
My ship's clock. This nitwit has lost my ship's clock.
Maybe if I lend him my wristwatch, maybe
Oh, shut up! I'll kill him. I've had that clock for 20 years.
But remember, sir, to make an error is human, but to forgive, that takes somebody big.
Uh-huh. Now I've got one for you, McHale. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and an ensign for Alaska.
Oh, no, sir. No, Captain. You wouldn't ship him out now, would you, sir?
How wouldn't I? I want to see the both of you in my office immediately. Deadeye. The only thing you managed to hit all day is me.
All right, Virg, what happened?
Well, those two guys in the Clive jumped us, Skip. I couldn't shoot.
Can you imagine those creeps not trusting us?
Is Binghamton really going to transfer him, Skip?
Well, they transfer him. He's shipping out in the Clive this afternoon.
Oh, poor Deadeye. He's really dead.
What are we gonna do, Skip? Just sit around while Mr. Parker gets shipped out to Siberia?
Hey, say, listen, maybe we can get him a remand.
Oh, sure. Who'd fly the plane? Let me think, will you? There must be some way to save him.
Hey, Gruber!
Oh! Hey, those guys wanted to collect their 50. Tell them I went down with the ship, huh?
Come on, get out there and pay him. Pay him! Get out there.
Hiya, fellas.
Okay, Gruber, where's our 50?
Hiya, fellas. I've been looking all over for you. Right this way.
Hey, fellas, been looking all over.
You guys are sure hard to find around here. Right this way. Here it is, gents. A genuine samurai sword worth $100. To show you I trust you, you can pay me the other 50 when you get a chance.
Now, look, Buster, we don't want a beat-up sword. We
Oh,
want...
I know just what it is you want, and I've got it. A Japanese pilot's uniform. Alterations free, and I'll throw in the goggles and the helmet.
No.
You guys drive a hard bargain. I've been saving this for the Navy Museum, but... Duty?
What is that?
What is that? Surely you must be joking. It's a wingtip of a Japanese Zero, shot down in one of the most famous battles of the war. Why, if this wing could talk...
You know what it'd say? It'd say nothing doing. Now, give us a 50.
All right, go pay him. Make it snappy.
Oh, but Skip...
Come on, pay him. Come on. All right, shove off, you guys.
Hey, fellas, have a little game of cards later, huh? I'll mark a pack.
Hey, Skip.
What's the big
Start. By golly, it might just work.
What might just work?
Get those guys in here. Right.
Gentlemen, I will make this as brief as possible. Parker, here's your transfer. Don't touch it. The ink isn't dry yet. The USS Clive is anchored out in the harbor. It sails at 1700 hours. I want you aboard it and out of my sight. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
I'm transferring you to the Aleutians, where all you can shoot down is some frostbitten seagulls.
Sir,
Don't interrupt me, McHale, or I'll find an igloo built for two.
Yes, sir, but you see, sir, I just thought we'd better get underway. I wouldn't want Parker to miss the Clive being anchored out so far.
That's right. Shove off.
Yes, sir, and don't worry about it, sir. I'll get him there personally. I'm the 73. Come on.
Oh, McHale?
Yes, sir.
I certainly would have thought that you would fight to keep this trigger-happy menace.
Yeah, I would have thought that, too.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. The Navy comes first. Yes, sir.
Since when?
What since? Oh, come on, sir. You can trust me. Yes, sir. Come on.
McHale.
Yes, sir.
Why are you being so agreeable about this?
Agreeable, sir? Whatever do you mean?
Oh, that does it. I'm going to get my hat and go with you, just to make sure that there's no hanky-panky.
Well, if you don't mind, sir, I'd rather say my goodbyes here.
Move! Take one last look around, Parker. Feel that soft tropical air? Well, where you're going, tropical is anything above zero.
Thank you, sir. I've already written my mother for mittens.
Battle station! stations, enemy aircraft, evasive action.
Evasive action, sir.
Battle stations, enemy aircraft.
Battle station.
Where is it?
Coming right up out of the sun, sir. Battle helmets. All hands, battle helmets.
Hell, I don't hear a thing.
Right up there, sir, right there.
I hear it. Battle station.
Helmet, sir.
Where are my glasses? Where are my glasses?
Coming right out of the sun. Stand by to fire. Only one man to take that shot. Ensign Park.
Yeah, get him on the gun. Me.
Let that ain't ball on the gun. You'll kill us all.
Fire, boy.
All right, Skip, I'll blast him. What'd you say he was?
Coming right out of the sun. Fire.
Don't let him shoot the gun.
Get down my window, John.
Fire, fire.
Where are my glasses? They must quit kicking me. You'll step on my glasses. Where are my glasses? Would you help me find?
You almost got it, boy. Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, Fuji. Stand by.
You got him, Deadeye.
He's coming down. Look at that, Skip. Look at that. He's coming
There he is.
down.
He's crashing over port bow.
I can't see a thing.
Stop all engines. There's the pilot, the pilot. There he is. There's the pilot.
Where? Find my glasses. I see him.
Great shoot, Chuck. Fish him out there, man.
Would somebody please find my glasses?
Here they are, sir. Here they are. They must have been kicked around in the excitement.
So what's been going on here? What?
You better stay right here, sir. He may be dangerous. All right, you men cover me while I question him. Putikati, habobata, hitama.
片筋にたくさん金筋のある人物に目をかけてダダダダダダダッやったんであります。
ダンスやってやります。
そうであります。
Boy, that's amazing, sir. He already had your gold braid in his sights when Parker shot him down.
Well, mess with me, will you?
Good, but there's no war down below. Sir, let's go.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, you know, he kind of looks familiar.
Congratulations, Parker. I couldn't have done better myself. Yes, sir.
Well, thanks, Skip. It was kind of a tough shot. You know, there were times I didn't even see that plane.
Sure.
If I hadn't seen this, I wouldn't have believed it. As a matter of fact, I didn't see it.
Well, sir, I'd like to put Ensign Parker in for a commendation.
Oh, yes, I should say so. Oh, I tell you, Parker, boy, you really come through when the chips are down. And he had my gold braid right in his sights.
It's too bad he won't be here to receive his commendation, sir.
Yes, it's too bad you won't be here to receive it. What do you mean he won't be here to receive it? Well, under the circumstances, McHale, bring the boat about.
Bring the boat about?
You're going to have another chance, Parker. I'm tearing up your transfer. Well, control yourself, boy.
Yes, sir. Just I'm so happy. I can kiss you.
Remember, we're officers. Take my hand.
Yes, sir.
Well, shake it, boy. Shake it.
Well, I had just picked up a load of copra with the old Margot, and we're steaming along there.
Well, I'm all unpacked.
Hey! Come on in, Chuck. Well, after all, this is in your honor, you know, sort of a welcome back home party. There you go.
Gotta watch it. That's my trigger finger.
Oh, yeah. You do that. Come on, drink it up, boy.
You never know when you got... Say, Fuji, you don't have any relatives in the Air Force, do you?
Me? Oh, no.
You know, I could have swore that pilot I shot down looked exactly like...
Oh, well, you know how it is with the Japanese.
Yeah, you've seen one of us. You've seen us all.
There, Willie. Get down from there before you damage my vehicle. Willie grinned, swaying precariously. Well, you never can tell, sir, that those flies might be spies. Espionage from the insect kingdom, sir. They whisper secrets into my ear. These flies might be spies. Boffington stared, utterly aghast, then burst into uncontrollable laughter, his head thrown back. Are you bucking for a Section 8, Willie? Get off of my vehicle. Where's my key? My precious key, which holds the power of this mighty Jeep. Oh, the keys. Right here. Kelsall said, dangling the key tantalizingly. The lad did it. Dad did it. I'm not going to wait for any fitness board. It can be, and I'm going to put you away myself. Kelsall, what am I doing with the wrench? What's he talking about? Boffington, utterly flustered and confused, had grabbed a wrench from Gus and was now brandishing it wildly, utterly lost in a new, drug-addled delusion. What's he talking about? Chucker Higgins whispered to Gus, genuinely concerned. Hey, Bingy Wink, Willie called down from the Jeep roof, still under the delightful influence of the gas. Come on down. Join in the fun. Okay, Bingy. We have you, everybody. Old pal, old friend of mine. Do you love a country? Oh, well. There's the cute little trick from Recovery Ward, Romeo. How are you? Beautiful. Captain, really? I never heard of him. I'm Captain Begum, General. The captain sure is a barrel of fun, doesn't he, Lieutenant? I'm high on the right aisle. Let's go on. Honey, let's go on sick call together. Come back here. Mercy, come back. Hey, it sounds like you caught her. He giggled, watching Boffington's erratic behavior with delighted confusion. Kelsall and his crew watched in dismay as Boffington, now fully immersed in another hallucinatory trip, began to chase Dr. Zephyr Blim, who was wearing a nurse's cap and giggling hysterically around the perimeter of the Jeep, a truly undignified spectacle. Gus Grumble sighed, a long, wistful sound. Man, I'd like a shot of that happy juice myself right now. This is a lot of effort, Commander, and frankly, I need a little pick. Kelsall clapped his hands, his face a mask of weary triumph. Well, gather around. Boys, the laughs are on me. All right, he's off. You guys. Oh, it can't be worked. Pipkin's off the hook. Yeah, for now. But we're still not in the woods yet. Let's just hope the captain forgets all about this by the time he gets through whooping it up and chasing our medical officer around the vehicle. Just as Kelsall was giving his hopeful, yet highly uncertain, prognosis, Chuckle Higgins suddenly cried out, his voice sharp with alarm. Hey, Skip, brass ahoy. Incoming dignitaries. Commander. Kelsall's heart leaped into his throat, a fresh wave of panic washing over him. Oh, no. Admiral Treadwell. Admiral Augustus Treadwell. Come on, boys. Look alive. Admiral Treadwell of the fitness board. My God. Gus, confused, asked, You sure that's Treadwell from the fitness board? What? He must have left Grand Command Post before the cancellation reached him. This is spectacularly bad timing. Skip. Well, what a time for him to show up, Gus. Kelsall hissed, his face draining of color, every plan he had made for Boffington's good behavior now in tatters. All right, you guys, come on. Get lost on the double. Go on. Blend into the scenery. Become one with the palm trees. If necessary, make yourselves scarce. Well, Skip, what are you going to do? Pipkin Whiffle asked, still hovering nervously, his temporary reprieve from court-martial now hanging precariously in the balance. Well, I'm going to try to keep him away from Boffington. If they ever get wise to what we pulled on Old Lead Bottom, we'll all end up seamen second class, if not worse. This is total, utter, and complete disaster. Kelsall replied grimly, wiping a bead of sweat from his brow. Look, Gus, you get rid of that tank and stay out of sight. Now, before Treadwell smells a rat, and a very gassy one at that. Gus, always one to follow in order, quickly dragged the laughing gas tank into a nearby thicket of mangroves, its metal clanking as he pulled it. Bro, how'd they care this? Stay out of your tank and get rid of your... He was cut off by the appearance of the Admiral. Suddenly, Admiral Treadwell, a portly, severe-looking man, in a crisp white uniform, entered the scene, flanked by his stern-faced aides, their expressions as unyielding as iron. He stopped, his gaze falling upon Kelsall, who stood alone, trying to look innocent amidst the lingering chaos, and the bizarre spectacle of Boffington chasing the doctor. Oh, no, Admiral Treadwell, sir. Kelsall saluted crisply, his voice a little strained. Lieutenant Commander Kelsall, welcome aboard, sir. A distinct pleasure to see you, sir. Always a distinct pleasure. Admiral Treadwell returned the salute, his eyes narrowed, his gaze sweeping over the scene with the meticulousness of a man accustomed to finding fault. Kelsall, is Commodore Boffington? Yes, sir. We're here a little sooner than expected, you see, to preside over the fitness board. I know, sir, Kelsall replied, desperately trying to appear nonchalant, his mind racing to create a new cover story. I believe you'll find Commodore Buffington inspecting the warehouse, sir. Yes, a very thorough and enthusiastic inspection. Sir, right this way, sir. The warehouses are a true marvel of logistical efficiency, sir. He tried to steer the Admiral away from the sight of Buffington's antics. Admiral Treadwell paused, a slight frown on his face. Sorry to hear about your man, Whiffle. The reports reached us about his impending fitness hearing. It seems rather unfortunate timing. Yes, sir. Kelsal jumped at the opportunity, hoping to mitigate the damage. And if it's all right with you, sir, I'd like to put in a good word for Mr. Whiff. He's a fine executive officer, a diligent, if occasionally clumsy, asset to the Navy. His loyalty is unquestionable, sir. Admiral Treadwell merely shook his head. Well, I can't understand why you're a little early in the day to be whooping it up. What's with all this strange commotion and general air of pandemonium? It sounds like a fairground. Commander. Oh, well, it's a special occasion, sir. Kelsiel quickly improvised, his brain churning out lies faster than Buffington could invent accusations. You see, one of the nurses just got engaged. Yes, and they're throwing her a party and, well, you know, like this. A spontaneous burst of joyful celebrations, a truly heart-warming display of camaraderie. Admiral Treadwell's gaze drifted towards the sound of raucous laughter, Buffington's distinct cackles coming from the vicinity of the jeep. Now, hold on. Is it possible that Buffington is involved in this celebration? I detect his unmistakable laughter. Commander. Oh no, sir, Kelsal scoffed, feigning shock, widening his eyes. Commodore Buffington is not the kind of a man, sir, to be partying during duty hours. His dedication to duty is legendary, sir. Right here, sir. He gestured firmly towards an empty stretch of concrete, as if Buffington were an illusion. Just then, Buffington, still cackling uncontrollably and chasing Dr. Zephyrblem, burst into view, prancing wildly, his movements entirely Don't, Captain, please. Well, that's Buffington. Come on, honey, live it up. That's an order. Come on, let's go. Follow me, my love, to the land of eternal giggles and delightful antics. Admiral Treadwell stared, utterly flabbergasted, at the sight of the Commodore in a complete state of disarray, dancing a jig with the base medical officer. No, 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 sir, Kelsal cried, realizing his efforts were futile, the charade irrevocably shattered. You don't understand. This is highly unusual behavior, sir. A peculiar tropical ailment that affects the mind. Well, lay it. Kelsal. Admiral Treadwell sighed, rubbing his temples, his patience utterly exhausted. It was a nice try covering up for your CO, but it didn't work. The evidence, Kelsal, is quite literally dancing before our eyes, and making rather peculiar noises. Commander. Buffington, hearing the Admiral, suddenly broke free from Dr. Blim, and rushed towards them, still overcome with hysterical mirth, his face a contorted mask of giggling delight. No! Hi, Quinny Winnie! Oh, he's starting to die. Please. Hey, what are you doing up here, you stiff old fossil? He poked Admiral Treadwell in the chest, giggling madly. Tension. How do you use it, Admiral? Give me a smile. Embrace the joyous madness, Commander. Admiral Treadwell, usually unflappable, reeled back in utter shock from the unexpected assault. Buffington. What in the name of the Great White Fleet is going on here? Control yourself, man. You are a commissioned officer, Commodore, not a common jester. I said, hey. Shoot me, I said. Stay on detention. Nice. Don't you see the Admiral? You're in disgrace, Buffington. Help me now. For heaven's sake, go to your quarters. Kelsal hissed, desperately trying to pull Buffington away, but the Commodore was too far gone, lost in the euphoric haze. I'll see if she's punished, Admiral. Whether I imagine her dancing on tabletops, whether that shameful conduct is shameful. Buffington continued to prance, completely oblivious to the dire implications of his actions, his laughter echoing. Admiral Treadwell's face was grim, his eyes hardened to flint. Yes, I would say so, Cap. It appears that we arrived just in the nick of time. This is a complete abomination of naval conduct, Buffington, and you are utterly disgraced. Buffington, his laughter suddenly punctuated by a fleeting spark of awareness. clapped his hands, a sudden shift in his erratic behavior. The nick of time. Oh, the nick of time. Yes, you mean, Ensign Whiffle's fitness board. Oh, yes, you got here not a minute too soon, Admiral. Why, that man is a disgrace. He's totally unfit to be an officer. Totally unfit to be an officer. A complete embarrassment to the naval service. Admiral Treadwell stared at Boffington, a mixture of profound bewilderment and utter disapproval on his face. We're saying, Captain, who put that on me? I don't understand. What is this, Is this some new form of tropical fever, Commodore? One that induces such dramatic swings in judgment and personality? Kelso immediately threw Boffington under the bus, desperately trying to save his own hide. Don't look at me, sir. No. Stop trying to pass the buck, Boffington. Your accusations against Ensign Whiffle are unfounded, and frankly, quite unhinged, sir. And you wanted us to pass on the fitness of one of your officers, Boffington? Treadwell demanded, his voice chilling. Oh yes, I do, Admiral, Boffington declared, completely serious despite his still glazing eyes. I don't let all this fool you, sir. This is just something that Kelso thought up to get Whiffle off the hook. A nefarious scheme, I assure you, Admiral. A conspiracy of the most cunning kind, sir. Admiral Treadwell raised an eyebrow at who was desperately trying to suppress a triumphant grin, realizing Boffington's accusations, though absurd, actually benefited his crew. Well, Mr. Whiffle doesn't wear roses, sir. Now, Kelso, you're mixed up in this, aren't you? I can almost smell the fumes of subterfuge, Commander. So I insist that we get in, sir. Whiffle, Boffington interrupted, pointing wildly at Kelso, who now appeared to be the focus of Boffington's drug-addled fury. And we'd get to the bottom of this. I want the truth, Admiral. The unvarnished, unpleasant truth about Kelso's machinations. Don't worry, Boffington, Admiral Treadwell replied, his voice chilling. I intend to, Kelso. I want to see him on the double, immediately, Commander. Kelso's heart sank, but he still managed a weak, almost desperate attempt at distraction. Have a bubble bus, sir. And I will buy you a new gift, sir. A very shiny, highly polished bubble bus for your personal enjoyment, Admiral. Just then, Chuckle Higgins, whose lookout duty had been thoroughly neglected, burst onto the scene, yelling at the top of his lungs. Harry? Harry, everybody out. Let's go. Enemy incoming, sir. Nip planes, an aerial attack. Commander. A sudden, earth-shattering explosion rocked the ground, sending everyone scrambling for cover. Debris rained down from the sky as a Nip bomber made a low, terrifying pass over the atoll, dropping its deadly cargo. Get away, Admiral, Kelso yelled, dragging Treadwell towards the nearest reinforced bunker. I don't know if you see this, but this is all part of the plot, Admiral. He's just faking it. Harry, it's all right. He was now confusing Boffington's earlier accusations with the very real danger. Boffington, have you lost your mind? Admiral Treadwell cried, clearly bewildered by the sudden aerial attack amidst the ongoing farce, clinging to Kelso's arm. We must seek shelter at once. Not to the shelters, Boffington shrieked, making a beeline for a flimsy supply shack instead, convinced the girls were hiding there. Oh, thank you, Admiral. Oh, hey, Mr. Kelso. He was now apparently mistaking Kelso for his lost clothes, or possibly a particularly resilient box of crackers. Kelso, however, was scanning frantically for his executive officer amidst the dust and explosions. Hey, where's Mr. Whiffle? I don't really see him, Pipkin. Where are you, you idiot? Beats me, Ska. Gus Grumbles replied, ducking for cover behind a palm tree. Figured he was here. Maybe you'd better have a look. See, he's like one, you know. He pointed dramatically to the top of a small, fortified bunker where Pipkin Whiffle stood, completely exposed, his uniform fluttering in the wind, a beacon of sheer, unadulterated lunacy. Take a look, Kelso cried, pointing in horror and disbelief. Sorry about this inconvenience, Admiral, but just as soon as this raid is over, then we can get back to the Whiffle case. Ooh, I can tell you things about that nitwit you wouldn't believe. Truly astonishing feats of bureaucratic blundering, sir. Suddenly, a massive .50 caliber machine gun, mounted atop the bunker, began to thunder, spewing tracer rounds into the sky with a terrifying roar. And at the controls, laughing hysterically and with an uncanny, almost supernatural, precision, was Ensign Pip, completely oblivious to the danger and still apparently under the lingering, potent effects of the laughing gas. He was a maniacal, giggling war machine. Only Kelso, Gus cried, pointing. His jaw. He's firing the big gun. Skip. I told you, Admiral. There's something about that boob. Taking a walk in an air raid. Buffington shrieked, completely forgetting his own earlier accusations, now utterly convinced of Pipkin's utter madness. We've got to get him. He'll be massacred. The poor fool has finally lost his mind completely. Kelso, despite the very real danger, couldn't help but feel a surge of pride mixed with terror at Pipkin's accidental heroics. Come on, boys, I'll lay it for you. It's bad enough there's one man out there. You stay put, and that's an order. Admiral, this is highly irregular. But, sir, it's suicide out there, Chuckle Higgins cried, ducking a piece of falling shrapnel. Look at him! He seems happy about the whole thing. He's enjoying the incoming fire, sir. That's what I keep trying to tell you, Admiral, Buffington exclaimed, now completely contradicting himself, his drug-addled brain shifting gears with alarming speed. The man is just not normal. He's a lunatic, I tell you, a certified maniac. Admiral Treadwell, however, watched in stunned silence, his granite features betraying a rare flicker of astonishment, as Pip, with seemingly impossible aim and a series of high-pitched giggles, peppered the nip plane. The aircraft, struck squarely, burst into flames and plummeted into the ocean with a spectacular splash. Oh, will you pipe down, Buffington, Treadwell commanded, utterly mesmerized by Pipkin's display of improbable marksmanship. Hey, you're getting closer, Kelso. Higgins, get in here. He's got one. And I swear that he didn't even aim. The sheer, unadulterated, unexplainable luck. Oh, Mr. Whiffle, you always shoot, sir, Kelso announced proudly, seizing the moment, his voice ringing with praise. The Deadeye Whiffle. Yes, sir. A legend in the making. Admiral. The Deadeye Whiffle, Treadwell muttered, completely bewildered by the sudden heroism from such an unlikely source. Hey, one-handed. Hey, right in the tail. Why, Mr. Whiffle? He lifted the whole bunch of them, single-handed, a true combat marvel. Commander. He always does, sir, Kelso bragged, his eyes twinkling, knowing full well the sheer improbability of the feat. Buffington, seeing his chance, interjected, Be ridiculous, Admiral! They probably ran out of bombs. He simply startled them into crashing. Admiral, I tell you, that man is totally unfit to be an officer. A complete menace, sir. But, lay that, Buffington, Admiral Treadwell retorted, a rare, genuine smile crossing his face, his flinty eyes alight with admiration. Anyone who would stand laughing in the face of death like that brave lad was born to be a combat officer, a hero in the making, sir, regardless of his prior record or current mental state. Buffington slumped, utterly defeated, the argument lost. Ah, you're right, sir. You see, Captain, I told you it was a mistake to call that fitness hearing. He's a credit to the naval service. An accidental, giggling credit, but a credit nonetheless. Admiral Treadwell turned, a serious expression on his face, to I don't know about that, Kelso. After what I've seen around this base today, I'm beginning to have grave doubt about you, Commander. Grave doubts indeed, sir. Your command seems unconventional, to say the least, and your men are rather spirited. We may need to have a further discussion. Kelso blanched, realizing the tables had turned once again. Now, come on, let's go out and congratulate that marvelous young man, Admiral. He quickly steered the Admiral away from the ruins of the nip plane, and any further, incriminating conversation. Yes, sir. Bye-bye, Captain. Dude, come on, Admiral, let's go, to the scene of true heroism. Buffington watched them go, completely demoralized, a defeated, solitary figure amidst the still smoldering debris. Why is it always me? The universe conspires against me with a singular, perverse efficiency. I cannot catch a break. Later, amidst the cheers of his crew, Pipkin Whiffle was being lauded by Admiral Treadwell, who had miraculously escaped the exploding plane unscathed. Mr. Whiffle, you were well. Magnificent is the only word for it. Magnificent, Admiral Treadwell declared, beaming, his face a picture of unadulterated pride. Pipkin, still dazed and slightly wobbly from the laughing gas, blinked. Magnificent. What did I do, sir? I was just having fun. And, well, laughing. He shoots down an enemy bomber all by himself, out in the open, all alone, in a major attack. And he says, "What did I do?" Treadwell looked at Kelsall, utterly astonished by Pipkin's modesty. "Well, Mr. Whiffle's always very modest," Sir Kelsall explained smoothly, hiding his own relief, his eyes twinkling mischievously. "He possesses a humble spirit, Admiral, a rare trait in a combat hero." "I shot down an enemy by myself," Pipkin repeated, a slow, dawning realization crossing his face. Then, his eyes rolled back in his head. "Sir, Ensign Whiffle has a request." Admiral Treadwell smiled, delighted. "Request, Ensign, anything for our hero. Name it, young man." "Yes, sir," Pipkin said. Then his eyes rolled back even further, and he swayed dramatically. "Permission to faint, sir." And with that, he collapsed in a heap, a perfect dramatic conclusion to his accidental heroism. "Yes, I was saying," Sir Kelsall continued to the astonished Admiral, as Pipkin was carried away by a few crewmen. "Ensign Whiffle's very modest, sir, and prone to such delicate reactions. Admiral, after intense combat, a sensitive soul, you see." A few days later, Commander Kelsall stood in his Torpedo Tube 73 lair, surveying his small, personal safe, its surface scarred by various experiments. "Sir, you look, I've got it. Don't you, sir? I'm not going to do this. I'll show you." "All right, I'll bring the champagne over here." He was speaking to Gus Grumbles, trying to assure him of the safe's impact. Gus Grumbles looked on, shaking his head. "But, sir, it's no use trying to hide it. No matter where you put it, Kelsall and his gang will get it. They always do, sir. You can't outwit yourself. Skipper," he was referring, of course, to Kelsall's own habit of liberating things around the base. Kelsall smirked, confident in his ingenuity. "Not this time, Gus. This time, I've got it. I've outsmarted those deep-water rascals, Gus, and my own thieving proclivities." He pulled out a small, metallic object, resembling a miniature, armored strongbox. "Oh, how about that, Gus? Daddy had this little piggy bank flown in from Fort Knox. Secure as a bank vault. Gus, nothing will get into this, I assure you." Elroy Phibbs, ever observing from a safe distance, gasped, "Oh, that's very clever, Daddy. Oh, I mean, sir, a truly ingenious device." "Shut up, Phibbs. Don't you dare even listen to these clicks." "Yes, sir. My ears are sealed, sir," Kelsall snapped, then turned back to Gus. "All right, good. All right, unsealed. What's, sir? Yes, that is brilliant, sir. How much do you think it will hold, Gus?" Gus, taking the safe, started to carefully stack the champagne bottles inside, a look of skepticism on his face. "I don't know. Just hand me the bottle. Just hand me the bottle. There we go. There's one. There. Two. Hey, how about that? I only got mystic stuff. That's it. 12 bottles of champagne, stolen from underneath my very nose. You rascal. Your own hand, Commander." Kelsall clenched his fist. "I tell you, Phibbs, we've got to do something about Kelsall and receive somehow. Somewhere. We've got to get." He trailed off, distracted by his own crew, who were perpetually causing problems. "Yes, sir. Sir, if you please. Excuse me, I do have to get over to the post office." Kelsall blinked. "What for? Why? Phibbs, what urgent postal business could possibly take you from your duties?" Elroy Phibbs, looking unusually excited for him, presented a wad of crisp bills. "Well, sir, I just received 3 months back pay, sir. And look, it's all in brand new $100 bills. Freshly printed, sir. A veritable treasure, Commander. Brand new $100 bills." Kelsall snatched the money, his eyes widening. "Yes, sir, and I'm sending it home, and my mother is going to take the O. You have just saved the day, boy. I don't know how I'm ever going to thank you for this. A stroke of pure, unadulterated luck for me." Elroy, beaming, puffed out his chest, completely misinterpreting Kelsall's delight. "Why, with this money's bait, we can really trap Kel. It's the perfect lure, sir. His greedy little paws will be caught, no doubt." Elroy Phibbs, hearing Kelsel's suggestion about bait, looked genuinely distressed. Oh, with my money. Sir, you don't understand, sir. This is my money. It's for my future, sir. For my engagement ring and my little bungalow by the sea. My hopes and dreams. Commander. Kelsel, however, was already deep in thought, plotting his latest scheme, utterly oblivious to Phibbs's plea. Oh, wait a minute. Sure. Why not? Phibbs. Sir, you just let go. Every time we nearly trap Kelsel and his 40 thieves, they either eat or they drink the evidence. They leave no trace. The cunning rascals. But this time, then we can mark these bills, put 'em in a wallet, and let 'em swipe them. We've got 'em, Phibbs. This is foolproof. The perfect crime. Elroy's eyes welled up, seeing his entire future evaporate before his eyes, reduced to a series of numbers that would serve as bait for Kelsel's latest convoluted plan. But, sir, you don't seem to understand. You see, I'm engaged with a little girl back home, and this is my dowry money. My hopes, my dreams, my little bungalow by the sea, and, sir... Oh, thank you, sir. Kelsel cut him off, pretending to return the money with a flourish. I knew you'd get it back, Phibbs. Okay, you ain't even thinking getting married at a time like this, are you? It's a war, man. A time for patriotism, not marital bliss. He pulled the money back. Well, you sit down there. You sit down there and write down these serial numbers as I give them to you, Phibbs. Now, I am going to get Kelsel. If it takes every cent you've got, every single hard-earned dollar, Eli novi menestres, minas novi, ooh. Eli novi menestres, minas novi, ooh. And don't miss a single digit, Phibbs. Elroy Phibbs, thoroughly demoralized, began to write, his hand trembling, watching his entire future evaporate before his eyes. Reduced to a series of numbers that would serve as bait for Kelsel's latest convoluted plan to catch himself. His pen scratched mournfully across the paper, each digit a tiny death knell for his matrimonial hopes. Meanwhile, Commander Kelsel and his crew, still operating under the shadow of the now-returned Commodore Buffington, were searching for a suitable hideaway for their recently acquired, and highly illicit. They decided on a dense patch of mangroves, far from prying eyes. Hey, you guys! This looks like a good spot right here, Gus Grumbles whispered, gesturing towards the thick, gnarled roots along the murky shore. Nice and secluded. Skipper, no one will ever find it here. Yeah, it's fun, Willie the Whale Wiggins agreed, his large frame struggling through the dense foliage. Hey, let's move it in, boys, quickly, before Buffington's spies descend upon us. As they began to drag the heavy box of champagne bottles, Chuckle Higgins suddenly stopped, sniffing the air. Oh boy. Hey, hold the phone here. Well, what's with the champagne? Hey, something funny's going on here. Skip, this isn't guy issue. Kelsel raised an eyebrow, feigning innocence, though a flicker of concern crossed his face. All right, Gus, where'd you get the bubble water? And don't give me that yarn about. You've got a care package from the French underground, delivered by a secret pigeon courier. Gus, ever earnest, scratched his head, his brow furrowed in confusion. Would you believe it, sir, if I told you these bottles had washed ashore? Skip, like flotsam, sir, from a particularly elegant, shipwrecked luxury liner. Oh, sure, I would. Gus Kelsel deadpanned, his voice heavy with sarcasm. If there was a note inside saying, "Swipe from Commodore Buffington, with love and eternal irritation." But there's no note here, Skip. These days you guys are going to go too far. Now, there's only one thing we can do with this ill-gotten bounty. What's that? Skip, Chuckle asked, bracing himself, his hand instinctively going to his pocket. Well, drink fast, and don't leave any fingerprints, Kelsel declared, reaching for a bottle. He then paused, a new, more urgent thought striking him. Wait a minute, hold it, come on, we gotta go after those girls first. Gus, you stay in much with sandwiches, will you? And don't forget the teriyaki sauce for my mother's peanut butter sandwiches. Yeah, right, yes. Gus saluted, a grin spreading across his face, his priorities instantly Hey, don't forget, the big fat ones, mine, Skip, the one that's particularly bursting with creamy, delicious peanut butter. What big fat one? Gus, Kelsel asked, confused, picturing a rather large ship. The big fat sandwich. The one with the peanut butter in it. Oh, and the teriyaki. Of course. A delightful combination. So, Gus clarified, his culinary preferences suddenly a matter of national security. Kelsall rolled his eyes. Peanut butter. You made a special teriyaki, and eats peanut butter. This is an affront to my people, Gus. A culinary crime. I tell you, come on, boys. Let's get this show on the road. He and the rest of the crew headed off in pursuit of their recreational objectives, leaving Gus alone with his sandwiches and the illicit champagne. A short while later, Gus Grumbles sat alone amongst the mangroves, diligently guarding the champagne and his carefully prepared sandwich. The tropical heat was oppressive, and the mosquitoes were a persistent nuisance. Oh, that's right, he muttered to himself, unwrapping his sandwich. I sure hated or hurt food he's feeling. After all, it is my mother's peanut butter, an exquisite blend, even if I do say so myself. He took a bite of his peanut butter sandwich, accidentally getting some of the teriyaki sauce on it, creating a truly bizarre flavor combination. Oh, boy, fruity teriyaki sauce must have spilled on this. A strange, yet not entirely unappealing, culinary experiment. Suddenly, a pair of beady, reptilian eyes emerged from the murky water nearby. A large, green snout, leathery and scarred, broke the surface of the lagoon. Now, there's another one, Gus muttered, looking up from his sandwich, completely unfazed. Oh, hi fella, you lost, little buddy here. For the festivities, are you a little post-shindig snack? The alligator, a creature of surprising size and indifference, simply stared at him, its ancient eyes unblinking. Gus, ever friendly, offered it a piece of his sandwich. Hey, buddy. Hey, alligator. It's 3 o'clock. It's skipper time. Oh, never mind. I'm talking nonsense. He held out the peanut butter sandwich. The alligator slowly lumbered out of the water, its massive jaws opening and closing lazily, revealing rows of sharp, gleaming teeth. Hey, don't worry about it. You don't belong here. You belong in the water. Maybe you do belong here, but we were here first. Fair is fair, you scaly beast. Gus, ever the negotiator, still attempting to establish diplomatic relations with the reptile. Suddenly, the alligator lunged, snapping its jaws. Gus cried out, barely recoiling, as it snatched his peanut butter sandwich, taking a hefty chunk of it in one gulp. All right, Skipper, now, you stand back. I'm going to answer to the United States Navy, and that's an order. This is my sandwich, you thief, Gus cried, wrestling with the reptile, a desperate struggle for a humble sandwich. Wait a minute, eating an officer's a federal offense, you scaly scoundrel. A crime against the very uniform, I tell you. Gus struggled valiantly, eventually falling over as the alligator, having devoured the sandwich, emitted a satisfied burp. Skipper, chuckle. What's the matter, boy? What's the... Hey, Chuck, how'd you get into this? He was eating my peanut butter sandwich. Skipper, you got to do something. How about I do something? Chuckle, your gun. Then draw your gun. Draw your gun. Boy, gun. For the peanut butter, Chuckle. Chuckle Higgins, who had just arrived with Kelsall and the rest of the crew, quickly drew his pistol, a look of profound confusion on his face. All right, you little pipsqueak. Now you're going to get it. That's Commander Grumbles' lunch you've... Oh no, look, Skip. He's picked up Mr. Whiffle's gun, Gus exclaimed, horrified, pointing a trembling finger. The alligator, having devoured the sandwich, had indeed snatched Pipkin Whiffle's service pistol, which Gus had inadvertently left nearby. The gleaming firearm looked ludicrously small in the reptile's massive jaws. Bring it back to him, you scaly fiend, Kelsall commanded, cautiously approaching the alligator. Like a trained man. Hey, Skip, he likes me. He's smiling. Careful, boys. Maybe indigestion. Gus, yeah, probably somebody he ate recently. Easy does it now. Easy. Boy, nice boy. Gave him back his gun. How about that? A friendly alligator. Boys. Kelsall looked at his bewildered crew, trying to make sense of the situation. Gus, relieved that his gun was retrieved, asked, Skip, can we keep him as a mascot for the boat? A mascot for Torpedo Tube 73. Imagine the terror he'd strike into the hearts of our enemies. Skip, he's a natural-born deterrent. Mascot. Kelsall repeated, completely aghast, his face a picture of disbelief. Are you kidding? No. Really. Skip. I ain't got a name for him. He looks like an old cousin of mine. We can call him Sydney. Sydney, the amphibious mascot. Commander, it's perfect. Sydney, can I keep Skip? Can I? Willie, the whale Wiggins pleaded, already forming an emotional bond with the creature. How about Skip? Gus said, looking at the creature. Look at the size, man. We can make a fortune. Skip. Hey, you know what they're getting for alligator shoes these days? Enough to buy a small island and retire early. Don't do it, Sydney Gus, Kelsall roared, realizing the mercenary thought process. Forget it. Forget what I said. Look at me. I wear sneakers, for crying out loud. All right, so I apologize. Hey, watch out. Look at the little teeth. Down, down, down. Boy, he nudged the alligator gently with his foot, and to everyone's astonishment, Sydney quietly settled down. Oh, that's what I like, Kelsall declared, looking at the alligator who was now calmly chewing on a piece of mangrove root, seemingly content. A nice, peaceful luau, and no one trying to take my money, thank heavens. Meanwhile, Commodore Boffington was pacing furiously through the very mangroves Kelsall had just vacated, muttering to himself, convinced that Kelsall had absconded with the base payroll. Lieutenant Elroy Phibbs trotted along behind him, still holding his notebook of serial numbers, looking profoundly uncomfortable. Darn it, Boffington fumed, swatting at a mosquito. There's nobody here. Not a pickpocket in sight, just the rustling of leaves and the buzzing of insects. Oh, good sir. Now, can I have my money back? The marked bills you stole from me. He jabbed a finger at Phibbs, accusingly. Boffington whirled on Phibbs, momentarily forgetting his larger grievance. Well, just stop with the money back. Phibbs, never mind that. You'll get your money back at the court. Lieutenant, come on. Wait a minute. Maybe it's just as well those pirates aren't here. I've got a better idea, Phibbs. Phibbs gulped, his face paling. Boffington's better ideas usually involved elaborate schemes that ended in his own humiliation. I will just drop my wallet somewhere around here where they can find it. Very easily, right, Phibbs? Boffington declared, his eyes gleaming with malicious intent. Then, when they pocket the money, wham, we've got them. Oh, it's brig time for Kelsall and his entire criminal enterprise. This will be the perfect, inescapable trap. Phibbs. Boffington rubbed his hands together with a truly malevolent glee. Sir, couldn't I keep one bill? Phibbs pleaded, his voice cracking, seeing his dowry money about to be sacrificed. Just one, sir, for my engagement ring. It's a matter of the heart, sir. Stop with that, sibling. Phibbs, Boffington snapped, annoyed, dismissing Phibbs's romantic aspirations. I'm telling you, you're doing this for the Navy. A vital intelligence operation. Perfect spot. He carefully placed his wallet, prominently containing the marked bills and his ID card, right in the middle of a well-worn path. I can't miss it there, huh? All right, we've got the cheese in the trap. Now, all we have to do is go back to the base and wait for the rats to come home. You know, Elroy, this is the happiest day of my life. My greatest triumph. Elroy Phibbs, looking profoundly miserable, forced a weak smile, which was more of a grimace. Mine too, sir. Utterly delightful. Sir. Well, stop giggling, Phibbs, and come on, boys, Boffington ordered, completely misinterpreting Phibbs's grimace. He marched triumphantly back towards his office, convinced his trap was inescapable, and Kelsall's fate was sealed. Hours later, Commander Kelsall and his crew returned to the Torpedo Tube 73 lair, utterly oblivious to Boffington's elaborate trap. They were boisterous and cheerful after their unauthorized shore leave, the taste of forbidden fruit still fresh in their mouths. Well, that was a real blast. Skip, Gus grumbled declared, wiping sweat from his brow, still buzzing from the excitement. Wonderful. What an evening of illicit delights and daring escapades. All right. You play, boys, Kelsall chuckled, kicking off his shoes. Listen, let's get out of these party duds, because you never know when you know who will pay us a surprise visit. So, let's go for it. Men, change back into our humble uniforms before Boffington descends upon us. I'll tell you what, Nichols, Willie the Whale Wiggins said, addressing an imaginary Well, I still don't know why we couldn't have brought Sydney back as a mascot. He was so charming, and he likes peanut butter. Skip, a very docile, companionable creature. Kelsall turned, a slight frown on his face. Well, now I'll tell you why. Because if one of our crew is missing, I don't want to have to take Sydney down to the infirmary to have Max raise well. You can imagine a very embarrassing situation for our medical staff. What you gonna do out there? He looks so lonely and well. All right. Okay. Don't worry about it. You can visit him every Sunday and bring him all the peanut butter sandwiches you want, you big softy. Willie's face lit up like a lighthouse. Hey, Skip. Boy, that's great. Hey, that's really decent of you. I'm gonna write a letter to my mother and ask her for some more peanut butter. Here, Ma. I made a new friend today. And his name is Sydney. And he likes your peanut butter, Mom. Suddenly, a familiar green snout poked through the doorway, its ancient eyes blinking lazily. Sydney, the alligator, with an air of immense satisfaction, lumbered into the lair, carrying something in his mouth. "Ooh, hi! Sydney! Sydney! Hey!" Gus cried, startled, his eyes widening. "What are you doing here, old boy?" "Oh, boy, it's a skipper cutter. Mary, you may have followed us home. You sly dog." He pointed at the object in Sydney's mouth. "Hey, what do you got in your mouth?" "Boy, easy, boy. A wallet." "What are you doing with a wallet, Sydney?" Gus snatched the wallet from Sydney's jaws. His eyes widened in horror as he read the ID card inside. Captain Wallace Boffington. "Oh boy, not you. Skip. Captain Boffington. Sydney." He ate the captain. The entire crew gasped, a collective intake of breath. Willie clutched his chest, his face turning a sickly shade of green. "Oh boy, we've been in trouble before, but we'll never eat the captain. That's a whole new level of insubordination. Gus, that's a court-martial offense of the highest order." Gus raced to Kelsall, waving the wallet. "I'm gonna see the skipper." "Whoa, skipper, skipper." Sydney's back, and he ate the captain. "This is unprecedented, sir." Kelsall stared at the wallet, then at the placid, burping alligator. What are you talking about? Gus! Hey, wait a minute. What's all this about? Stop spouting nonsense. Sydney just came back into my shack. Skip, and he had a wallet in his mouth. Gus insisted, waving the wallet. "And here's the ID card. That's all that's left of Captain Boffington." "Oh, dear. What a terrible end to a truly irritating officer." "Skip," Gus wailed dramatically. Chuckle Higgins, however, caught the true implications of Gus's dramatic pronouncement. "Are you trying to tell us that your alligator friend ate Old Lead Bottom?" "Hey, how about that? Let's hear it. For Sydney. Hip, hip, for the eater of irritating commanders. Boys." Kelsall, despite the utter absurdity of the situation, immediately saw the monumental trouble this presented. "Now, easy does it. Will you quiet down, boy? Yeah, knock it off, you guys. We gotta do something fast. This is a nightmare of gargantuan proportions." Willie was still distraught, his large eyes filled with genuine tears. "Oh, the poor alligator eating the captain. Oh, he's liable to get indigestion. Or, worse, get in the chest. I'll get to my top." He began rummaging for his emergency get-out-of-trouble gear, a large canvas sack. Kelsall glared at his crew. "Where did you guys put your clown act in? Now, look, I'd like to believe this as much as you, but this is too crazy to be true. This is Boffington we're talking about. He's far too resilient for an alligator. Now, if you don't believe me, Skip, ask Sydney," Gus insisted, pointing to the alligator, who blinked innocently, emitting another small burp. "He's in my shack, right now, having a post-meal nap." "Well, then, come on, let's go. Let's find out what this is all about, quickly, before Boffington's supposed ghost appears to haunt us all," Kelsall ordered, herding his bewildered crew out of the lair, an ominous sense of foreboding settling upon him. Moments later, a furious Commodore Boffington, very much alive and well, stormed into Gus Grumble's shack, flanked by Lieutenant Elroy Phibbs and 2 burly shore patrol guards. His face was thunderous. "All right, chillin'," Boffington barked, seeing Kelsall and his crew gathered around Sydney. "Captain Boffington, and contrary to your crocodile-induced illusions, Sydney didn't eat the captain. You fools. I am very much alive and entirely displeased." Gus Grumbles slumped, utterly disappointed. Darn it! I knew it was too good to be true. No glorious act of animal justice, it seems. Skip. Kelsal, however, seeing Boffington alive and well, felt a surge of genuine, if wary, relief. Boy, am I glad to see you, Commodore. We were terribly concerned for your well-being, sir. Almost inconsolable with worry. So, yeah, I'll bet you are, Boffington snarled, brandishing the marked wallet and his ID card, a malevolent glint in his eye. You're all under arrest. 4 grand larceny. I'll take that. He snatched the ID card from Gus. I said, I'll take that, you criminal. You said freeze. Come here. I can know that. You governor, resisting arrest, Kelsal and his band of mid. Kelsal, feigning innocence, saluted sharply. Well, sir, now, if we're under arrest, would you mind telling us what for, sir? What egregious naval crime have we committed now? Commodore. Kelsey, the irrefutable evidence of your criminal enterprise, plucked directly from the jaws of well, from your immediate vicinity. He held up the wallet. All right, Kelsey, who's got the wallet? Yes, and the money. Where's the money, sir? I demand to know its location. I am in charge here, Gus. Elroy Phibbs interjected, ever eager to assert authority in Boffington's presence, though his voice still trembled. Shut up. Stand there and you'll take notes. You stand by with the serial numbers of those bills, sir. Boffington beamed, a smug look of satisfaction on his face. Serial numbers? Phibbs? That's right. I really got you this time with the evidence. The incontrovertible, numbered evidence, traced directly to your thieving hands. Now, which one of these thieves has my wallet? Confess, you scoundrels. Gus, however, pointed a trembling finger at Sidney, who was now quietly snoozing in a corner. Well, none of them have it, sir. I hate to say this, but Sidney stole it, sir. He took it right from the path. Sir, just after he ate my peanut butter sandwich. Boffington stared, utterly incredulous, his smug expression replaced by a look of profound disbelief. Sidney, what is that? A code name for Is this some new form of criminal argot, you rogue? Gus, Ernest, defended his reptilian friend. No, sir. Sidney's an alligator. Sir, I hope you go easy on him. I'm sure he didn't know what he was doing. He just likes peanut butter. Commodore, he can't help himself. Stop pleading for mercy, Gus, Boffington barked, turning to Phibbs. I hope you're taking every word of this down. Phibbs, every word of this preposterous, alligator-fueled lie. It would be a classic for the Naval Archives. Every word, sir, Elroy Phibbs replied, dutifully writing, though his hand trembled with the effort. An alligator. Yes, sir. LLH. Hope you don't believe me. This is utterly beyond the pale. Gus continued, pointing to the sleeping reptile. I've got him in my shack right now with your wallet, Commodore. And now, look at him. That is. Kelsal, you say you have an alligator in your shack right now with my wallet. Yes, sir. Boffington paused, a strange glint entering his eyes. An alligator. A live alligator. This was too good an opportunity to pass up. Too outlandish to ignore. Oh, I'd love to see him, Ensign. Love to see him. This alleged reptilian thief. After you, Phibbs. Get your eyes on them. If they make them, oh, shoot to kill. Yes, and me too. Come out. He winked at the shore patrol. They entered Gus's shack, but Sidney, sensing danger, was nowhere to be found. He's not in there, sir, Gus cried, panicking, looking under barrels and behind crates. He's not, huh? Well, we've looked everywhere. Where is Sidney? I don't understand it, sir. He was here a minute ago, and he had your wallet. I swear on my mother's peanut butter, sir. Boffington, seeing the alligator missing, scoffed, a sneer on his lips. Oh, well, you shouldn't have done that, boy. You see, there was $900 in that wallet. Gus, you should never leave an alligator alone with all that money. You never know when he's liable to go downtown and buy himself a swamp, a speedboat, and a small island of his own. Alligators have expensive tastes. But it's the truth, Captain, Kelsal insisted, stepping forward, his voice firm. There is an alligator, and he calls him Sidney. I met him this afternoon. He loves my mother's peanut butter. Sir, it's the truth, Commodore, however improbable it sounds. Boffington, ignoring the absurdity, turned to Kelsal with a triumphant smirk. Well, does he? He loves his mother's peanut butter. Does he? Well, as long as you've explained all that. Kelso, the thief of my personal belongings, and a purveyor of preposterous alligator fables. Oh, now look, Captain. Kelso began to protest, but Buffington cut him off. You knock it off, Kelso. You're lucky you're getting out of this with just charges. You pirate. You're lucky I was the only one I caught with my ID card, and I've got witnesses. Boys, come in here! Buffington barked at the shore patrol, who entered the shack. Kelso desperately looked at the crew. But, Captain, he did not steal your wallet, sir. It was the alligator. Sidney, sir, the peanut butter enthusiast. Buffington laughed, a harsh, dismissive sound. I'll tell you what you do. Why don't you bring Sidney to the trial? Maybe we can put him on the stand as a witness. That is, if you can get him to raise his right claw and take the oath, Commander. He watched, amused, as Kelso was escorted away. Well, I'm telling you, I'm innocent, sir. Kelso protested, still clinging to his dignity as he was led out. Yes, and besides that, Mr. Whiffle has his rights, and my peanut butter recipe is sacred, sir. Well, you tell that to the judge advocate, Buffington retorted. Take him away. Phibbs, you find Sidney. He'll clear me of this absurd counteraccusation and provide endless amusement for the court. All right, good old Sidney, get your homemade model Whiffle's peanut butter, Gus Grumbles called out, desperately searching for the elusive alligator. The court-martial for Kelso was rapidly approaching, and Sidney was their only hope, their scaly, indifferent key witness. Fleet anyone named Sidney, Willie the Whale Wiggins shouted, searching through the dense bushes along the shoreline. There's Sidney. Where's Sidney? Yeah, with alligator in sight. How about you guys? Nothing. The closest we got was a turtle named Sam, and he just bit my finger off. Skipper. Kelso, now, under heavy guard, pleaded. Cut out the funny stuff, will you? The only way we can save Mr. Whiffle is to find Sidney, and hope he's still got that wallet with him. So come on. Boys, let's spread out, and keep looking. We need that reptilian evidence. Gus sighed, his face grim. Yeah, but we've been looking all night. Skip. Yeah. And the court-martial starts in a half. You'll never find him. Skip. No. Wallet. No. Nothing. Old Lead Bottom's got Mr. Whiffle right where he wants him, caught in his dastardly trap. Just as despair was about to set in, a triumphant yell pierced the humid air. Sidney. Hey, where'd he come from? Chuckle Higgins pointed to a thicket where Sidney the alligator was casually munching on a large, leafy branch, completely oblivious to the impending legal drama. Gus gasped. Well, you've been hunting. You old fossil? What did you do with that wallet? You old scoundrel? He stopped, realizing. Hey, I just saw the wallet in his mouth. Hey, he still got it. We're in luck. Skip, he hadn't bought a swamp after all. He merely wished for more peanut butter. Kelso's face lit up, a wild hope in his eyes. Yeah, we're in luck. All right. Do I hear any volunteers to take that wallet out of the alligator's mouth? Step right up. Brave sailors. For the sake of Commander Kelso's freedom. A nervous silence fell over the crew, broken only by the distant squawk of a parrot. Yeah, that's what I figured, Kelso muttered, seeing no hands raised. Well, we've got to get that wallet to the court. All right, I'll give it a go, men. For justice, and for my mother's peanut butter recipe. He approached Sidney cautiously, a long stick in his hand. Yeah, let's be nice, Sidney. Sidney, now this is from Mr. Whiffle, your peanut butter purveyor. Sidney, open your mouth. Sidney, open your mouth. Attaboy. Attaboy. Easy does it. Now, easy just roll the mouth. Open the mouth. Hey, where else? What's he gonna call me? Lefty. Kelso pulled back his hand just as Sidney snapped, narrowly missing his fingers. Gus sighed. Well, it's not gonna work. Skip. The only one who let him come close to him is Mr. Whiff. He's the peanut butter master, the alligator whisperer. Kelso slapped his forehead. That's right. That's right. Gus, that's it. But Mr. Whiffle's over at the court-martial under guard. Yeah, we could never spring him. He's locked up tight. All right, we can't get him over here, Kelso decided, a desperate glint in his eye. So there's only one other thing to do with you, Sidney. Oh, that's right, Sidney, you guessed it. We're going traveling, and you're coming with us. You scaly key witness, we're going to crash that court-martial in style. At the makeshift court-martial, Commodore Buffington, A smug smirk plastered on his face, was addressing the tribunal, his voice echoing in the stifling tent. Ensign Pipkin Whiffle, looking distraught and terrified, stood beside who was acting as his defense attorney, his usual bravado tempered by the gravity of the situation. And before I'm finished, I intend to prove to this court that my wallet was stuffed, Buffington declared pompously, gesturing wildly. My wallet containing 9 brand-new crisp $100 bills. And I intend to prove to you that it was stolen by this deceitball, this thieving, this despicable Ensign. Pipkin Whiffle, the very embodiment of naval He jabbed a trembling finger at Whiffle. Kelsall immediately interjected, his voice sharp. I object to. This is a scurrilous accusation. Buffington scoffed, completely dismissing. You can't object, Kelsall. You're only an incident. You're a crooked one, a mere peripheral nuisance. Commander. The presiding officer, a stern-faced admiral with a voice like a foghorn, pounded his gavel. Order, Captain. Since Mr. Whiffle is acting as his own defense attorney, he is entitled to object. Now, what's your objection, Commander? Kelsall, seizing the moment, replied, Well, I demand a mistrial, sir, on grounds of temporary insanity. Sir, induced by extreme pressure and the unique circumstances of Korokiato. The admiral raised an eyebrow, a formidable gesture. Temporary insanity. Elaborate. Yes, sir, Kelsall declared, completely serious despite the absurdity of his claim. The alligator who stole Commodore Buffington's wallet was crazy about my mother's peanut butter. Sir, a clear sign of abnormal behavior in a cold-blooded reptile. Its motives were entirely governed by its peculiar culinary preferences, not by malicious intent. Order in the court, the admiral thundered, struggling heroically to contain his amusement, a faint twitch at the corner of his lips. Buffington rose, enraged, utterly beside himself with indignation. Sir, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever do. I have to stand here and put up with this unmitigated drivel, this preposterous circus of lies. Just a moment. Just a moment. Commodore, the admiral interjected, pounding his gavel. Buffington, you'll have ample chance to present your side of the story after all the charges have been presented. Request denied. Sit down, Commodore. Captain, proceed with your opening statements. Buffington, fuming, slumped back down onto the flimsy bench, his face purple. Thank you, Your Honor. Now, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by these juvenile theatricals, I intended to prove. I object, Kelsall cried again, cutting him off mid-sentence, his eyes wide. He's on my foot, Admiral. Kelsall yelped, suddenly jumping up and down on one leg, causing a ripple of confusion in the court. Chaos erupted as Sidney the alligator, dragged in by Gus Grumbless and Willie the Whale Wiggins, made an unceremonious, rather clumsy entrance into the courtroom, stomping heavily on Kelsall's foot with a massive, scaly claw. Order, order, in the court, the admiral shouted, pounding his gavel repeatedly, the scene quickly devolving into utter pandemonium. Come on, sir. Come on, boy. That's it. Follow the nice piece of peanut butter sandwich. Sidney, come on, boy. Gus urged, struggling to control the large reptile, whose tail was sweeping through the room like a miniature wrecking ball. Buffington shrieked, his voice filled with a fresh wave of terror. Don't let him get in there. Now he'll swallow the wallet. You imbecile. Stop him, Gus. I'm trying, sir, Gus cried, wrestling with Sidney, who was surprisingly strong. All right, go stop now, Sidney. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, Sidney. Come on, come on, come on, come on, Sidney. Come on, come on, come on. Kelsall, still hopping on one foot, turned to the alligator, speaking in a cajoling tone. Go ahead, Sidney. Now I want you to tell us, court, the truth. Is it not the truth that I got you with my ID card? And did you not get this ID card from my wallet, which contained $900 in cash? Confess, you honest reptile. Pipkin Whiffle, his face pale with a mix of fear and desperate hope, interjected, Well, I had the ID card, but I didn't have the wallet. Sir, I'm trying to tell you the alligator brought me the wallet. He was merely a courier, sir, a reptilian postman. Buffington, utterly beside himself, slammed his fist on the table. Would you please, Your Honor, tell this stupid ensign to stop with this stupid story about this stupid alligator? It's an insult to my intelligence, and frankly, an affront to the dignity of this naval court. Campbell, however, was quick to defend his star witness. Now, I object, sir. You can't call Sidney stupid. No, sir. He may look stupid, but maybe he had an unhappy childhood. Sir, a traumatic early life in the swamp that led him to develop peculiar coping mechanisms. Oh, now, we've got an alligator with an unhappy childhood, Buffington roared, his face turning a truly alarming shade of purple. I demand, Your Honor, that you tell him to shut up with his ridiculous dribble and answer my question. Now, Commander, before I explode. Campbell stood firm. Not until you apologize to Sidney. Captain, you cannot insult a key witness in open court, sir, especially one who cannot defend himself verbally. Buffington, almost apoplectic with rage, spat. I am not going to let any stupid Ensign tell me to apologize to some stupid alligator. Never. Not as long as I draw breath. Just then, a voice from the back of the court boomed. Stings and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt you. It was Mike Bell, Campbell's crewman, who had snuck in, carrying a suspiciously heavy bucket. Yes, stuff will... He pointed at Buffington. You better pour it on. Skip, that court-martial started already, Commander, and things are heating up. Campbell looked at his watch, his face a mixture of triumph and weariness. I know. How's Sidney doing back then? I can't hold him off much longer. Skip, can't you go any faster? Listen, friends, come on, take it. Give us everything you got. Got it down to the floor. Boy, it's nasty. Yeah. See you later, alligator. Hold on. Chuckle. Stall it. Boy, we're almost there. Buffington was now addressing Campbell directly, completely ignoring the still bellowing Sidney. Now then, Campbell, you stated that your name was Captain Wallace Buffington. But can you prove it? Can I prove it? You pea-brain. You do. I know I have to put up with this nonsense. The admiral, looking utterly exasperated, pounded his gavel. Defense does have the right to cross-examine. Continue, Commander. But please, no more alligators on my foot. Campbell, grinning, turned back to Buffington. Any nitwit would know who I am. Campbell, why does it say my hat right there? What does it say? He pointed to Buffington's hat, which, in the scramble, had once again ended up on Elroy Phibbs's head. The admiral peered closely. Lieutenant Elroy Phibbs, he read. Campbell blanched. That's right, Lieutenant Elroy. How's that for a style, Admiral? I might have known you were surprised. Who's for you? What does that say? He snatched the hat from Phibbs's head. He then pointed to Sidney, who, with an almost uncanny sense of comedic timing, had somehow acquired Buffington's hat, which now perched precariously on his snout. The admiral, struggling to suppress a laugh, read from Sidney's head, Captain Buffington. All right. Now you're satisfied, Campbell. Well, I think we need more than circumstantial evidence, Admiral, Campbell retorted, seeing Buffington fuming, his face up. Do you have a driver's license, Buffington? A social security card. Anything that undeniably identifies you, sir, beyond an ill-fitting hat on a belligerent reptile. Buffington, at the very end of his rope, Why have a driver's license? Ooh, I've stood about all this. I'm going to take care of him myself. Campbell. Oh, this is an outbreak. This whole thing is an outbreak. Perfectly obvious to me. Campbell, you're just stalling because the man is guilty. A proven criminal. I tell you. I am not. I'm not. I, too, object, sir. Campbell cried, dodging Buffington, who is now trying to wrestle Sidney, convinced the alligator was mocking him. I don't want you to stop it. Stop it. This isn't a court-martial. It's a three-ring circus. Buffington. The admiral, exasperated, slammed his gavel. That's the way, Mr. Whiff. It's obvious that you have nothing further to contribute to this case, except the fanciful story that your defense is based upon an alligator that's a wallet retriever. I have no choice but to what's going on back there. He stopped, his gaze falling upon the courtroom doors, which burst open once more. As I'm sorry to interrupt the proceedings, sir, but we're here with some new evidence, Gus Grumbles announced loudly, completely out of breath, flanked by Chucker Higgins. On behalf of our defendant, Ensign Pipkin, may we have your permission to come forward and present it, sir? Buffington, horrified by the fresh intrusion, screamed, No, Campbell, you'll get out of here. This is an outrage. The admiral, however, was past being surprised. Captain Boffington, I'm in charge here. Well, it's just that I'm trying to protect you. Because Kelsall, you don't know him as well as I do. He's probably, I'll decide whether or not this is a trick. After all, we're all here for the same purpose, aren't we? Oh yes. Sir, that's why I want to warn you. Kelsall, bring in your evidence. Kelsall beamed, a triumphant grin on his face. Thank you, sir. Okay, boys. Bring in the key witness for the defense. Sidney, step forward. Gus and Chuckle, with great effort, hoisted Sidney, who seemed remarkably placid, onto a small table in front of the admiral. The alligator blinked innocently. Boffington, utterly apoplectic, shrieked Kelsall. This is an outrage. You'll get that monster out of here. He's a danger to naval order. Oh, now, sir, is that any way to talk about our key witness, sir? Kelsall asked, feigning offense. Sidney is a gentle, misunderstood creature. Order, order, in the court, the admiral roared, pounding his gavel as Sidney let out a low, rumbling burp. Boy, am I glad to see you, Sidney, Kelsall said, patting the alligator's head. Glad to hear the things he's been saying about you. Captain, horrible things, sir. Boffington spluttered. I said a thing about you. Sidney, Kelsall, get him out of here. Shoot him. The brute is threatening the very foundations of jurisprudence. Kelsall smiled sweetly. Sir, no, no, the alligator order. Kelsall, get that alligator out of here. I say, the admiral commanded, struggling to regain control, his patience reaching its absolute limit. Sir, you said we could present our evidence. And besides, Sidney won't hurt anybody, sir. As long as Mr. Whiffle's here, he is perfectly docile. They have a unique bond, sir, Kelsall insisted. Boffington glared. I demand you get that beast out of here. Not until we present our evidence. Chuckle. That wallet is in Sidney's mouth. It is, oh boy. Am I proud of you? Sidney, I know we could trust you. He decided to go straight. A reformed reptile. He pointed at Sidney. Boffington looked around, bewildered. Say, what is this? A naval base or a zoo? Somebody shoot him, I say, before he starts Order! Order in the court! The admiral bellowed. Kelsall, you'll all have to produce the evidence, or clear the court. Now, here you are, sir. Exhibit A for the defense. Undeniable proof. Sir. Boffington's jaw dropped as the admiral took the wallet. This is not my wallet. He's lying. He's lying. I tell you. It's a trick. They planted it on the reptile. Wait. Captain. He's got your initials on it, sir. Right there. W. Kelsall pointed out the embroidered initials. I don't care about that. This whole thing is a Boffington shrieked, utterly defeated. They planted a phony wallet on a poor, unsuspecting alligator. Just to confuse this court. This is a conspiracy of monumental proportions. Kelsall, however, produced a neatly written sheet from his pocket, signed by Elroy Phibbs. Well, now, wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute. Well, look here, sir. This is your wallet. He then presented the list of serial numbers to the admiral. Oh, and see, here's my brand new 9 crisp, $100 bill. Your money. Phibbs. Are you sure, Lieutenant? Elroy Phibbs, looking profoundly relieved, stepped forward. Oh, I'm absolutely certain. You see, when Captain Boffington set this trap for Commander Kelsall, it's all here. Admiral, my hard-earned money, recovered from the jaws of from Sidney. The admiral looked at the list of serial numbers, then at the marked bills in the wallet, then at a now furious, speechless Boffington. He sighed, a weary but decisive sound. Your Honor, I drop all charges against Ensign Pipkin. Boffington collapsed into his chair, utterly defeated. So, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Admiral, it was a trap. I told you, they framed me. Admiral Treadwell slammed his gavel. All right, who was trying to frame who? Captain, this court finds Commodore Wallace, B. Boffington III guilty of attempted framing, gross misuse of naval personnel, and, general unsuitability for command. This proceeding is adjourned. Kelsall stepped forward, a mischievous twinkle in his eye. Honor, sir. As lawyer for my own defense, I, the old defendant, charge the new defendant, Commodore Wallace Boffington, a poor, defenseless alligator. For shame, sir. For shame. And I demand he pay for Sidney's therapy. Boffington roared. Come on, get on down. You might be Abby. You're not gonna blame us. After all, how would you like it to call it stupid? Kelsal grinned at Sydney. It's not stupid, sir. It's brilliant. Look at him. Give it to me now. Give a chance. Give a chance to party. Some terrible Uncle Dudley. You know this isn't bad booze. Gentlemen, for domestic, it's all right. He raised a glass of champagne, one of the bottles Gus had saved. Gentlemen, Kelsal declared, raising his voice above the murmurs in the courtroom. Now, a scene of triumphant revelry. I give you now the man of the hour, the genius of the courtroom. That Clarence Darrow from Chagrin Falls, our own Ensign Pipkin. The crew cheered, Gus handing him a glass. Oh, you've got the mist. See those bottles? That's your champagne, sir. Meh, I've seen enough. Let's go. Wait a minute. Think I'm gonna hear us clean over the main side, dog. Golly. Wouldn't want. All right, Chuckle. Let's get all this stuff on board and I'm gonna report to Buffington. Report. Skip. Oh, we almost bagged that nip PT boat. Look, was it our fault that Squirrel So didn't just when we had him in range? Oh. A few days later, back in the torpedo tube 73 lair, the mood was decidedly glum, despite Kelsel's latest triumph. They were out on patrol, and things had not gone well. Well, look, boys, that's the breaks of the game, Kelsel said, trying to lift their spirits, though his own were flagging. Breaks. My bad luck all day, it seems, ever since that disastrous Gus grumbled. Sure, like piling up on that sandbar, losing that case. Skip was supposed to have us on a victory spree, and Pipkin was on the hook for so long, and then he's a hero, and now he's back to general incompetent. Pipkin Whiffle, though no longer facing a court-martial, was also dejected, slumped on a bunk. What are you guys griping about? I was sitting on it when I went overboard. We were lucky to get back at all. Do you guys know what day it is? Skip. It's Friday the 13th. Oh, brother, no wonder everything went wrong. I knew we should have stayed in bed today. Skipper. Kelsel slammed his fist on the table. No way, you guys. Knock it off. Now, the first thing you know, you're going to be looking for ghosts in the rigging. Believe me, Friday the 13th is no different than any other day. Absolutely. And nobody with any sense believes that superstitious jumble of nonsense. Just then, a voice suddenly cut in from the doorway, filled with an unholy glee. Commodore Buffington, red-faced and furious, stood glaring at them, a single, manic grin splitting his face. So help me, if it's the last thing I ever do, I'll see that you'll get 10 years in the brig for every bone that you broke, and every rule that you flaunted, starting with this absurd superstition. Kelsel quickly stepped forward. How well we're not. Whether to sit down. Captain, you're all on edge, sir. Don't you try and soft-soap me, sir. Sir, Mr. Whiffle didn't mean any harm, sir. You see, the fellas were all superstitious. And all he was trying to do is to prevent a black cat from jumping on the 73. So that's all. Yeah, you know, like black cat is 7 years bad luck. And you multiply that by Friday the 13th. And I've a resent me, sir. Buffington glared. Don't you worry about your bad leg, or any obscure naval career that stretches out before you like Long John Silver. I've never explained the excuses for an attack on a superior officer in my life. How stupid do they think I am? I see through your flimsy charade. Kelsel pressed on, a dangerous idea forming in his mind. Well, sir, I was really going to say that you know that sailors have always been superstitious. Sir, you know how they believe in things like ill omens and jinxed ships, and then that's your big mouth, and you'll keep it shut defending those pirates. To me, they're just following ancient nautical traditions. Commodore, deeply held beliefs. Buffington, intrigued despite himself, raised a hand, silencing Kelsel. Oh, wait a minute. How did you say? Repeat what you just said. Kelsel, you were superstitious, all right? And you were on what you thought was a jinxed ship in combat waters. What would you do, sir? A hypothetical scenario. Kelsel's eyes widened, his plan now fully formed. I'd be begging my CO for a transfer to anywhere else, sir. To the furthest, most remote, most utterly unappealing assignment imaginable. A desk job in Alaska, sir. Anything to escape the ill fortune of a cursed vessel. Buffington's face lit up with a truly terrifying glee. What a brilliant idea. Kelsel, that's absolutely brilliant. We make them think that the torpedo tube 73 boat is jinxed, a floating coffin, a harbinger of doom, a vessel of profound illusion. He spun around, a maniacal grin splitting his face, leaving Kelsel and his crew stunned. What are you doing to our boats at 13? That doesn't tell us. Dismissed. He stomped out of the lair. Kelsel's crew, however, immediately converged on him, a chorus of angry accusations. All right, Skip, what's the idea of putting that number on our boat? Yeah, we're the 73, not the 13. Come on, start talking, Skip, or you'll have a little disaster right here. Right now, Commander. Kelsel, realizing Boffington had stumbled onto something he hadn't intended. All right, all the gory details are right here in this report. Boys, he pulled out a crumpled, ancient-looking document from a hidden compartment. Nothing, sir, nothing. I told you. Just change the number on their boat and keep your big fat mouth shut. This is a dangerous secret. He had been trying to hide the truth about their boat's real number. Just then, Boffington returned, snatched the report from Kelsel's hand, his eyes gleaming. Wait a minute, Captain, if there's something in that letter we should know about, I will decide what you should know about around here. Not you, but that's a quiet. You take that letter back to my office and you file it. Then you meet me. This is my shack for inventory. Move. Hubba hubba hubba. The same goes for you and your pirates. You take the 13 boat, and you move, now, to a more appropriate and likely ill-fated berth. Boffington stormed off again, leaving Kelsel and his crew to stare at the old, faded report he had so carelessly discarded. Now, Captain, what's going on? Gus Grumbles asked nervously, picking up the crumpled document. There's something about all this. It just doesn't smell kosher to me. A jinxed boat. What fresh horror awaits us? Our sentiments exactly, Skip, Chucker Higgins agreed, and there's only one way to find out. He flattened the report. There you go. Skip. Stick it. It was easy as far. When I excuse me. Kelsel snatched the report back, his eyes scanning the faded text. Hey guys, Big, it says here she really was commissioned torpedo tube. Oh no. On her first day out, the whole crew was drowned, the main drown. That says right here. They were blown up when the gas tanks exploded. That was a second crew. Also, it says she lost 2 crew. Look at all the accidents she had. They never could find out why. No wonder she's been a floating Jonah. A jinx. Guys, we're living on board time. A cursed vessel. My God. Boffington was telling the truth. Oh, come on. You calamity hounds. Knock it off. Kelsel roared, slamming the report down, trying to reassert command over his now terrified crew. Torpedo tube Setente Trace 13. She's still the same boat. She's been mighty good to us. I'll put this letter back in the files and forget it. You read me? Forget it. Forget it. Skip. No buts about it. And the next guy who opens up his yap about jinxes or Jonah's answers to me, understand. Move it. He glowered at them, trying to project an air of defiant courage. A few days later, Commodore Boffington was back in his office, gleefully plotting Kelsel's permanent removal. Lieutenant Elroy Phibbs, now thoroughly traumatized by recent events, watched him nervously, fearing his superior's renewed villainy. Too bad, sir. It'll never work, as long as Commander Kelsal is around. Phibbs ventured cautiously, trying to be helpful, though his helpfulness often backfired spectacularly. He's a slippery eel, sir, resilient and utterly infuriating. He is not going to be around. Unimini Pip, Boffington snapped, rubbing his hands together with a triumphant smirk. We're ready for Phase 2. Phibbs, I'm sending him up to Grand Command Post as a special courier tonight, so good riddance. And while the cat's away, we'll lower the boom on the rats. Phibbs, a swift and decisive blow that will rid me of his troublesome presence forever. Just then, Ensign Pipkin Whiffle, ever enthusiastic, bounced in, a bewildered look on his face. Oh, it's you, Mr. Whiffle. Hey you guys, did you see that funny noise down to the boat? He pointed towards the pier, a strange humming sound emanating from torpedo tube 13. Kelsel, having overheard the conversation from outside the office, quickly interjected. No, I didn't hear anything. Come on, Mr. Whiff, we got enough problems as it is without you starting to imagine things. Why don't you go back to sleep and count garter belts? To Admiral Reginald Pifflepratt's voice, a bizarre blend of meticulous accounting and frustrated disbelief, finally fell silent. He held the last handful of wet, muddied $100 bills, carefully smoothing out a particularly stubborn crease. The powerful tropical gust, an invisible accomplice in the grand scheme of chaos that perpetually swirled around Commander Finn O'Malley, had ceased its whimsical dance, leaving the docks of Port Nouvelle once again bathed in a deceptive calm. The sum total, meticulously laid out on an overturned crate, glittered under the returning sun. All $62,000 of it, more or less intact, though considerably soggier than its initial pristine state. Finn O'Malley, impeccably composed despite the recent Japanese Zero attack, the cannon blast, and the subsequent monetary downpour, met Piffle-Pratt's bewildered gaze with an innocent, almost angelic, smile. Beside him, Lieutenant Penelope Penny Parker stood, a bead of sweat tracing a path down her temple, her composure, a feat of heroics. Commander Eldrin Rusty Carpenter, still clutching his meticulously written list of serial numbers, looked like a man who had narrowly escaped a hurricane, a crocodile, and an IRS audit, all at once. Piffle-Pratt, momentarily deprived of oxygen by his own sputtering rage, finally found his voice, a rasping whisper. Resourcefulness. O'Malley, you reckless, insubordinate, irresponsible, scallywag. You cannot simply recover a payroll from a cannon. This entire incident is a farce, a complete, utter, unmitigated farce. He slammed his fist down on the crate, causing the damp bills to flutter nervously. And those lost funds, O'Malley, the ones that the wind, the capricious winds, as your associate claimed, spirited away, they are unaccounted for. O'Malley, unaccounted for. Rusty Carpenter, clutching his serial number list, looked utterly distraught. But Admiral, those missing bills were my marked funds. Sir, my wedding money. Every last one of those serial numbers corresponds to my personal savings, lost to the treacherous gusts and the unforgiving sea. His voice trembled with the profound sorrow of a man who had lost his future in a tropical windstorm. Piffle-Pratt, however, merely rounded on Rusty. Your money, Carpenter. Are you accusing me of having something to do with your monetary This is preposterous. Your funds were merely part of a tactical baton switch, a strategy to ensnare O'Malley. He jabbed a furious finger at Finn. Finn merely shrugged, adopting an expression of profound empathy for Rusty. Indeed, Admiral, a truly unfortunate turn of events. Perhaps a thorough search of the deep-sea currents around Port Nouvelle might yield Commander Carpenter's scattered patrimony. After all, money does make the world go round, even if it's currently circumnavigating the globe via Penny Parker, stepping forward, subtly placed a reassuring hand on Rusty's shoulder. Admiral Piffle-Pratt, with all due respect, while the incident was regrettable, the Port Nouvelle payroll has been secured. Le Grinchot, the confessed smuggler, is apprehended, and the Nib Zero has been neutralized. I believe Commander O'Malley and his crew have, once again, proven their unique value to the combined forces. Perhaps Admiral Rogers might concur. The mention of Admiral Rogers struck Piffle-Pratt like a well-aimed cannonball. He imagined Rogers's stern, judging face, followed by the inevitable commendation for O'Malley and a new, embarrassing reassignment for himself. His plans, it seemed, always managed to elevate Finn while simultaneously lowering him, Reginald Piffle-Pratt, into increasingly absurd and humiliating situations. Piffle-Pratt closed his eyes, took a deep, shuddering breath, and when he opened them again, his face was a mask of cold, terrifying calm. Very well, O'Malley. The payroll is recovered. The smuggler is incarcerated. The enemy aircraft is a pile of scrap. Consider this particular fiasco concluded. However, he narrowed his eyes. A glint of new, more insidious malice replacing his earlier fury. This merely closes one chapter. Commander, there are many more ways to fall, and I assure you, I, Reginald Piffle, will personally see to it that you stumble, O'Malley, spectacularly. He then turned, a stiff, almost robotic movement, and strode towards his own launch, leaving the recovered payroll, the smoking cannon, and a bewildered group of crewmen in his wake. Well, Finn O'Malley said cheerfully, rubbing his hands together as Piffle-Pratt's launch sped away, it seems our good Admiral Piffle-Pratt has a knack for theatrical exits. Penny, organize the payrolls, transport back to base. Rusty, old boy, I'll personally launch a deep-sea submersible expedition for your missing funds, complete with a treasure map and a team of highly motivated deep-sea A job well done. A well-deserved double R for all of you. The crew, despite the ominous lingering threat from Piffle Pratt, cheered. They had, once again, stared disaster in the face, and, with Finn O'Malley's unpredictable genius, emerged victorious. The return of the PTS 732 Isla Bonita was met with the usual mix of relief, bewilderment, and spontaneous celebration. Admiral Rogers, having received the official report of the Port Nouvelle payroll recovery, chuckled heartily over his breakfast of chucklefish omelettes and water buffalo milk. He then issued a new directive, tailored specifically to Finn O'Malley's unique talents. "Commander O'Malley," Penny Parker announced, entering Finn's now customary outdoor office, a hammock-suspended contraption shaded by palm fronds and constantly serenaded by Nimbus's gentle humming. Finn was in the middle of teaching a pygmy hippo to play bocce ball using coconuts. "Admiral Rogers has a new interstellar botanical preservation initiative. We are to voyage to the newly discovered crystalline caverns of a remote asteroid field located just beyond our solar system. It's rumored to harbor the last remaining sunstone blooms, a species of extraterrestrial flora vital for universal bio. However, the caverns are said to be inhabited by the glimmering gnomes, a race of territorial, musically sensitive beings who communicate through resonant echoes." Finn's eyes, already reflecting the boundless enthusiasm of an overgrown schoolboy, gleamed with unbridled excitement. A new asteroid field, crystalline caverns, sunstone blooms, and glimmering gnomes who communicate through resonant echo. This sounds like a challenge for Gruber's sonic horticultural harmony, Chester's extraterrestrial barter basket, and Perk's innate talent for documenting alien fungal life. What could possibly go wrong in a glowing subterranean paradise? Penny merely sighed, consulting her constantly updated guide to O'Malley-induced extraterrestrial mishaps. "Everything, Captain. The glimmering gnomes are fiercely protective of their crystalline ecosystem, are highly allergic to discordant sounds, and are rumored to weaponize their resonant echoes, not to mention Admiral Piffle Pratt's latest intercepted dispatch from his Guano Archipelago posting. Dr. Now communicating solely through interpretive avian ballet and a series of frantic Morse code clicks. Reports that Piffle Pratt believes the glimmering gnomes are actually cosmic feather collectors who steal garter belts from interstellar travelers. And he's attempting to launch himself into space using a homemade catapult fashioned from a colossal booby nest, convinced he can regarter the universe with harmonious avian plumage." Indeed, interpreted by Nimbus, with a peculiar blend of solemnity and quiet amusement, read, "Oh, O'Malley, the gnome-ensnared fiend, thy PT 273. A cosmic gleam, glimmering gnomes with resonant song, stealing bloom garters. Where do they belong? From Astra's depth, a cosmic sigh. As booby, feathers to the heavens fly. Mark my words in crystals hum, before the universal discord comes." The voyage to the crystalline caverns of Xylos commenced, with Finn's flagship for this venture, the Stardust Wanderer, a PT-73 heavily modified by Gruber. It boasted salvaged rocket boosters, repurposed chucklefish oxygen, and a rudimentary gravitational flux stabilizer. Commander Sterling, predictably, was already en route, having been assigned to a nearby interstellar mining expedition, and was providing expert resource assessment from his new prototype Deep Space Explorer, the Cosmic Surveyor. Commander O'Malley, Sterling's voice, cold and precise as ever, crackled over the interstellar comms from the Cosmic Surveyor. "My preliminary mineralogical scans of the Xylos asteroid field indicate extensive deposits of a highly valuable cosmic resource. Your rocket-propelled floating shack is currently registering as a significant gravitational anomaly in 4 different asteroid belts. And is that a continuous emission of traditional Polynesian chanting from your craft?" Commander O'Malley, for interstellar resource assessment. Finn merely chuckled. "That's our extraterrestrial geological resonance therapy, Commander Sterling, designed to establish immediate harmonic rapport with cosmic vibrations. The Polynesian chants are essential for encouraging optimal mineral extraction rhythms." As the Stardust Wanderer neared the crystalline caverns of Xylos, they witnessed a sight that defied terrestrial logic. Gigantic, translucent crystals pulsed with soft, inner light, forming a vast, shimmering labyrinth of tunnels and caverns. Within these luminous structures, figures of pure light, no taller than Perk Willoughby, moved gracefully. their bodies composed of shifting crystalline These were the glimmering gnomes, and their communications were a symphony of resonant, melodious echoes that shimmered through the crystals. "Skipper," Chester O'Malley shouted over the comms, his voice filled with childlike wonder. "Their city looks like a giant, glittering kaleidoscope, and Perk thinks he saw a gnome playing a microscopic ukulele woven from starlight." Finn, true to his diplomatic calling, initiated contact. He had Gruber launch a special harmonic overture capsule, a modified sonic boot, softly propelled, carrying a selection of water buffalo ice cream, Viridian, ceremonial chocolate, and a perfectly ripened space-proof. The capsule drifted towards a large, resonant crystalline spire. The glimmering gnomes, beings of pure light and resonant energy, analyzed the offering with silent, pulsating energy. Then, a dazzling light pattern, resonating with curious intrigue, and a peculiar melodic hum, emanated from their spire. They had never encountered such terrestrial cosmic. Sterling's voice shrieked over the comms. "O'Malley, you've made first contact with ambient gourmet treats. The glimmering gnomes are telepathic. O'Malley, they don't eat. You've insulted them with sugary provisions. I am preparing a full defensive shield against your reckless, confectionery intervention." Finn, however, noticed something else. The glimmering gnomes' resonant echoes were now incorporating the melodious hum of the Polynesian chants from Finn's craft, their pulsating energy harmonizing with the subtle, deep rhythms of the flash-frozen water buffalo ice cream. They seemed intrigued by the unexpected sensory experience. Finn barked commands. "Gruber, activate the luminous law Lia beam. Chester, prepare the cosmic conga continuum. And Penny, get ready for the Sunstone Bloom symbiotic maneuver." Gruber's luminous law, Lia beam, a repurposed deep space signal emitter now modified to project intricate, shifting patterns of light, filled the Xylos caverns with a mesmerizing display of cosmic storytelling. The glimmering gnomes, pure light forms themselves, absorb the intricate narratives, their crystalline bodies shimmering with heightened understanding. Chester's cosmic conga continuum, a series of synchronized pygmy hippo grunts and space-calibrated ukulele solos, pulsed through the Stardust Wanderer's external speakers, causing the crystalline structures of the gnome's caverns to vibrate with surprisingly joyful resonance. Penny, navigating the Stardust Wanderer with a finesse born of years of O'Malley-induced improvisation in terrestrial, aquatic, aerial, and temporal domains, executed the Sunstone Bloom symbiotic maneuver. Guided by Nim, she maneuvered the Stardust Wanderer towards the heart of the cavern. There, pulsating with a gentle, warming light, resided the last remaining sunstone blooms, vibrant, living crystals that emitted universal bioharmony. Sterling, observing from the cosmic surveyor, was utterly bewildered. His senses registered harmonious alien interactions, synchronized, crystalline light dances, and a continuous cascade of what he identified as unauthorized, high energy, interfering with unobtainium scans. "O'Malley, what is this extraterrestrial operatic extravaganza?" Finn O'Malley merely winked. "Just a bit of harmonious interspecies symbiotic integration, Commander Sterling, a blend of stellar resonance and cosmic horticulture. You see, even beings of pure light appreciate a good story, a harmonious rhythm, and a touch of well-chilled gourmet chucklefish-infused confection." Admiral Rogers, receiving a truly epic dispatch from Finn detailing the successful application of creatively repurposed entertainment protocols for interspecies harmonic rapport building with crystalline entities, declared Operation Verdant Bloom a phenomenal success. Nimbus nodded sagely, finding the entire affair cosmically delightful. Sterling's indignant report, alleging first contact compromised by sugar-induced, rhythmic, extraterrestrial revelry, causing severe damage to unobtainium market valuations, was, as usual, politely filed away under unexplained interstellar ecological resonances. Piffleprat, on his Guano archipelago, had achieved a new, terrifying peak of delusion. Dr. Increasingly frantic and entirely interpretive dispatches were now untranslatable. The last decipherable fragments spoke of Piffleprat believing the sunstone blooms were actually sentient, glowing garter belts, and he was now teaching the boobies to fly in intricate cosmic ballet patterns, convinced they were performing a universal regarding ceremony for the bioharmonious crystalline plants. Dr. Mindbender, it was inferred, had likely achieved spiritual enlightenment through aggressive, booby feather fashion, and was attempting to communicate solely through synchronized interpretive dance with the boobies, who now, surprisingly, seemed to be quite enjoying it. Finn O'Malley, as ever, had not only succeeded in his mission but had integrated the glimmering gnomes, the Sylvan Sentinels, the Nimbus, King Zaba, and even Eunice, into Isla Bonita's ever-growing, bewilderingly diverse diplomatic network. The crystalline caverns of Zelos had become a beacon of harmonious chaos, and the universe, Finn knew, was simply awaiting its next grand, glorious, and utterly O'Malley-esque adventure. The accolades for Operation Verdant Bloom brought a new, almost dizzying, level of administrative complexity to Isla Bonita. Nimbus, the cloud person, spent his mornings orchestrating dazzling light patterns between the aquadwellers and turning the island's nights into breathtaking celestial concerts. Admiral Rogers, deeply engrossed in writing a multi-volume saga titled The Interconnectedness of All rarely left his hammock. Piffle Pratt, on the Guano Archipelago, remained trapped in his self-made, booby-infused odyssey. His transmissions were now pure poetry, or utter gibberish, depending on the translator. The lonely intern at Fortress Apex, who, still diligently transcribed Piffle Pratt's booby squawks into free verse, claimed his recent works demonstrated a profound, albeit a, understanding of the multiverse. Dr. Mindbender, it was widely believed, had achieved total booby mind meld, communicating only through intricate feather arrangements and the occasional existential squawk. Commander O'Malley, Penny Parker announced one brisk morning, finding Finn attempting to teach a racing camel to fetch a discarded Admiral Rogers has a new deep-space philanthropic initiative. We are to voyage to the desolate, rogue planet of Solitude, a newly charted, barren world rumored to house a single, enigmatic entity known as the Silent Oracle, an ancient being said to possess boundless wisdom and a celestial cipher, which can unlock the universe's greatest secrets. Commander Sterling is, unfortunately, already en route with his latest prototype, the Nebula Navigator, a deep-space psychic probe vessel, providing astral communication and consciousness assessment. Finn's eyes, now reflecting the wisdom gleaned from interdimensional polka parties and deep-sea diplomatic raves, gleamed with uncharacteristic seriousness. The rogue planet of Solitude, the Silent Oracle, the Celestial Cipher. This sounds like a challenge for Gruber's psycho-oral resonance-induced Chester's universal gift basket, and Perk's innate ability to accidentally stumble upon profound truths. What could possibly go wrong when engaging a solitary cosmic sage? Penny merely adjusted her uniform, a testament to her unending resilience in the face of the absurd. Everything, Captain. The Silent Oracle communicates telepathically, but only when offered a gift of pure, unadulterated solitude, and is said to emanate an aura of existential angst that can drive even the most cheerful soul to introspection. Not to mention Piffle Pratt's latest poetic lament from the Guano Archipelago, the Fortress Apex intern, through interpretive haiku, conveys Piffle Pratt's belief that the Silent Oracle is actually a cosmic fashion designer who critiques garter belts from across the galaxies, and he is attempting to communicate his superior booby feather designs through interpretative guano pattern, believing it will grant him access to the celestial fashion show. Indeed, Piffle Pratt's translated haikus read, Silent Oracle waits. Booby feather garter gleams. Cosmic shame The journey to the rogue planet of Solitude aboard the Galactic Wanderer, a PT-73 repurposed by Gruber, with anti-existential dread filters, and a powerful Zenith Zone nullifier, was unexpectedly profound. Commander O'Malley, Sterling's voice, devoid of its usual condescension but laced with a subtle hint of unease, crackled over the deep space comms from the Nebula Navigator. My preliminary psychic scans of the rogue planet indicate an immense, singular consciousness. The Silent Oracle. My psychic probes are encountering a powerful wall of universal indifference. Your glittering cosmic tin can is currently emitting significant traces of emotional exuberance. And is that a continuous emission of pygmy hippo serenades from your craft, Commander O'Malley, for astral communication? Finn merely chuckled. That's a harmonious universal meditation wave, Commander Sterling, designed to establish immediate, positive telepathic rapport. The pygmy hippos are essential for radiating pure, unadulterated contentment. As the Galactic Wanderer approached the rogue planet, they witnessed a sight of stark, breathtaking desolation. A barren, windswept landscape of ochre dust and jagged rock formations stretched to a horizon under a perpetually dim, starless sky. In the center, a colossal, featureless crystalline monolith pulsed faintly. This was the Silent Oracle, and its presence radiated an aura of profound, almost overwhelming, solitude. "Skipper," Chester O'Malley whispered over the comms, his voice hushed with reverence. "I feel like I need to ponder the true meaning of a perfectly toasted marshmallow." And Perk thinks he saw the universe contemplating its sock drawer. Finn, true to his philanthropic mission, initiated contact. He had Gruber launch a special cosmic solitude offering a modified deep space probe, gently propelled, carrying the universal gift basket in a single, perfectly balanced chuck. The probe drifted towards the Silent Oracle. The Silent Oracle, a being of immense wisdom and infinite solitude, analyzed the offering not with light or sound, but with an immense, palpable wave of pure, empathic introspection that washed over the galactic wanderer. Finn felt, in that moment, the loneliness of 1,000 dying stars, the quiet joy of a single blossom on a barren world, and the profound wisdom embedded in Perk Willoughby's endless cataloging of obsolete naval trivia. Sterling's voice, now a thin thread of utter panic, shrieked over the comms. "O'Malley, my psychic probes are overloading. I'm experiencing a cascading paradox of universal emotions. I can see the end of time. And a booby wearing a tiny fedora. I am preparing to initiate a total mind." Finn, however, understood. The Silent Oracle was not insulted by gifts. It was simply reflecting the existential truth of the universe. And the joyous chaos of Isla Bonita was its unexpected mirror. He barked commands. "Gruber, activate the Echo of Eldoria Empathy Cascade. Chester, prepare the Celestial Cipher Confetti Cannon. And Penny, get ready for the Cosmic Baton Ballet Blitz." Gruber's Echo of Eldoria Empathy Cascade, a repurposed emotional resonance amplifier, projected a powerful, joyous wave of pure empathy across the rogue planet. The Silent Oracle, reflecting this wave, began to resonate with a surprising warmth, its monolith glowing with subtle hues of understanding. Chester's Celestial Cipher Confetti Cannon, an old foghorn now, loaded with shimmering confetti, blasted colorful bursts across the barren landscape, illuminating the vast emptiness with sporadic bursts of unexpected cheer. Penny, navigating the galactic wanderer through the increasingly joyful resonance, executed the Cosmic Baton Ballet Blitz. Guided by Nimb, she maneuvered the galactic wanderer towards the Silent Oracle. As they approached, Finn O'Malley, holding the cosmic baton, began to conduct. Not with music, but with pure, heartfelt emotion, synchronized to the rhythm of Perk Willoughby's quiet, contented humming. The cosmic baton pulsed, harmonizing with the oracle's solitude. Sterling, observing from the Nebula Navigator, was utterly transformed. His psychic senses registered not chaos, but a profound, resonant peace, filled with echoes of shared laughter and universal understanding. He saw the oracle, not as an indifferent void, but as a vast, benevolent consciousness, conducting a celestial ballet of emotion and starlight, with Finn O'Malley at its paradoxical, chucklefish-wielding center. Sterling, in a moment of pure, unadulterated awe, shed a single tear, a monumental event in his tightly regulated existence. Finn O'Malley merely winked. Just a bit of harmonious existential synergy. Commander Sterling, a blend of universal empathy and stellar slumber. You see, even beings of pure solitude appreciate a good emotional beat, and a well-conducted cosmic confetti shower. Admiral Rogers, receiving a truly heartfelt dispatch from Finn detailing the successful application of telepathic-empathic synchronicity via confectionery-based celestial performance art, declared Operation Cosmic Chorus a monumental success. Nimbus nodded sagely, finding the entire affair universally delicious. Sterling's report, though still technically detailed, now read like a deeply philosophical poem about emotional transcendence and the unexpected beauty of confetti, earning him a compulsory meditation retreat on a secluded, silent planet. Piffle Pratt, on his Guano archipelago, was believed by the Fortress Apex intern to have finally achieved a transcendent state. His last fragments, a series of frantic squawks and Morse code, spoke of the celestial cipher becoming a gigantic, glowing garter belt, and he, Piffle Pratt, had finally learned to fly. Not with booby wings, but with sheer, unadulterated will. propelled by the existential angst of missing sight. He was, apparently, flying towards the rogue planet, convinced he was a cosmic Cupid, tasked with reuniting the celestial garter belt with its universal counterpart. Finn O'Malley, as ever, had not only succeeded but had integrated the Silent Oracle, the Chronos Keepers, the Star Weavers, the Sylvan Sentinels, and even Eunice, who discovered that the Oracle offered surprisingly practical advice on knotting strategies for deep space sock garters, into Isla Bonita's bewilderingly diverse diplomatic network. The rogue planet of solitude had become a beacon of harmonious introspection, and the universe, Finn knew, was simply awaiting its next grand, glorious, and utterly O'Malley-esque adventure, stretching into the vast, delicious unknowns of eternity, a cosmos forever bound by chucklefish and chaotic goodwill. The accolades for Operation Cosmic Chorus had barely been framed when a new, urgent directive descended upon Isla Bonita. Nimbus, the Cloud Person, and Zephyr, the Whisperer, now facilitated daily transdimensional chess matches between the Quantum Quibblers and the Glimmering Gnomes, using asteroid fragments and chucklefish tokens. Admiral Rogers, having achieved peak enlightenment, had begun spontaneously transcribing the Paradox Prism's deepest secrets into a series of highly amusing interpretive dances performed with pygmy hippos. Pifflepratt, according to Sterling's, had fully embraced his role as the cosmic garter master of multiversal mending. His boobies, now telepathically linked to Pifflepratt's fervent desires, were diligently scouring alternate realities for lost socks and misplaced garter belts. There squawks a harmonious symphony of universal restoration. Sterling, finding a peculiar joy in this new purpose, was last reported attempting to build a multidimensional knitting machine from reclaimed cosmic debris. Commander O'Malley, Penny Parker announced one unusually stable morning, finding Finn attempting to teach a delegation of keepers the intricate footwork of a Polynesian limbo. Admiral Rogers has launched Operation Ethereal Echo. We are to voyage to the newly discovered celestial citadel of Cygnus, a magnificent, sentient space station, visible only in the fifth dimension, rumored to be home to the Ether Architects, a race of non-corporeal energy beings who construct entire galaxies through thought. They guard the blueprint of being, an artifact said to contain the very plans for existence itself. Commander Sterling is, unfortunately, already en route, manifest as a sentient bowtie, guiding the prototype multidimensional vehicle, the Cosmic Canvas, providing ontological visualization and astrostructural analysis. Finn's eyes, having now witnessed multidimensional socks, subterranean rave parties, and cosmic chess with gnomes, gleamed with pure, creationary exhilaration. A sentient space station, Ether Architects building galaxies through thought, the blueprint of being. This sounds like a challenge for Gruber's pan-universo particle weavers, Chester's dimensional diplomatic doily, and Perk's innate ability to accidentally doodle schematic diagrams of hyper-advanced alien technology. What could possibly go wrong when engaging the very creators of reality? Penny merely adjusted her uniform, which now subtly shimmered with quantum energy. Everything, Captain. The Ether Architects perceive all beings as constructs of thought. Their forms are non-corporeal, and they communicate through complex resonant frequencies that can unravel the very essence of identity. Not to mention Pifflepratt's latest universal transmission, picked up by Sterling's multidimensional knitting machine. Pifflepratt believes the Ether Architects are cosmic fashion designers who craft universal garter belts from starlight, and he's attempting to send them booby feather designs via interpretative quantum guano pattern, convinced it will earn him a commission to redesign the cosmic garter belt of creation. Indeed, Pifflepratt's latest transdimensional as translated by Sterling's knitting machine, which rendered his despair as beautifully intricate lace patterns. Red, star garter thread spins, booby fashion, cosmic dream, creation. The voyage to the celestial citadel of Cygnus aboard the Starseeker, a PT-73 heavily shielded and stabilized by Gruber with universal energy converters, temporal spatial reality filters, and a powerful etheric resonator, was an experience in profound conceptual absurdity. Commander O'Malley, Sterling's voice, a resonant hum from the boot, crackled over the hyperdimensional comms from the cosmic canvas. My preliminary ontological visualizations of the celestial citadel indicate an architectural design of pure thought. Your cosmic chuckle barge is currently manifesting as a minor paradox in the sixth dimension, And is that a continuous emission of existential pygmy hippo squawks and recursive starweaver lullabies from your craft? Commander O'Malley, 4, Pan-Universal Communication. Finn merely chuckled. That's our grand unified theory of mirthful vibrations. Commander Sterling, designed to establish immediate, positive, existential rapport. The pygmy hippo squawks and starweaver lullabies are essential for radiating pure, joyous conceptual harmony. As the Starseeker entered the celestial citadel, they found themselves in a magnificent space, not of physical structures, but of pure thought forms and swirling energy. Galaxies manifested and unmanifested with every concept, stars flickered into being with every idea, and nebulae bloomed with every shared emotion. The ether architects, beings of pure, fluid energy, observed from intricate patterns woven into the fabric of creation itself. "Skipper," Chester O'Malley whispered over the comms, his voice hushed with creationary awe. "I feel like I'm made of stardust and pineapple chunks, and Perk thinks he saw a baby galaxy being born out of Admiral Rogers' beard trimmings." Finn, true to his diplomatic calling, initiated contact. He had Gruber deploy a special creationary confection catalyst, a modified quantum synthesizer, gently released, emitting harmonious energy patterns infused with hypercondensed cuttlefish thought. This catalyst, transmitted through Chester's diplomatic doilies, drifted towards a pulsating ether architect collective. The ether architects, beings who built realities through conscious intent, analyzed the offering not with a simple intake of information, but with an immense, palpable wave of pure, creative contemplation that simultaneously questioned and manifested new possibilities within the Starseeker. Finn felt, in that moment, the awesome responsibility of a single thought, the infinite joy of a perfectly crafted joke, and the profound wisdom embedded in Perky Willoughby's accidentally summoned alternate reality self, who immediately offered an unsolicited critique of their propulsion systems. Sterling's voice, now a resonant hum, infused with the serene wisdom of galactic origami, crackled over the comms. "O'Malley, my ontostructural scans are overloading. I'm experiencing a cascading paradox of unmanifested realities and celestial snack flavors. The blueprint of being is its pulsating with chucklefish-induced multiverse-making power. I am preparing to initiate a total cosmic reboot. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable, I tell you. And why do I feel an overwhelming desire to knit a universe from socks?" Finn, however, understood. The ether architects were not insulted by physical gifts. They were simply embracing the inherent creativity of existence, and the joyous, unpredictable chaos of Isla Benita was its unexpected galaxy. He barked commands. "Gruber, activate the ontological origami orchestra. Chester, prepare the celestial creation confetti cannon. And Penny, get ready for the blueprint of being benediction maneuver." Gruber's ontological origami orchestra, a repurposed universal fabricator, modified to fold and unfold realities, projected a powerful, mind-bending field across the celestial citadel. The ether architects, thriving on the playful manipulation of creation, began to spontaneously generate entire star systems in the shape of chucklefish and pygmy hippos. Chester's celestial creation confetti cannon, an old asteroid drill now loaded with iridescent reality birthing, each piece subtly encoding a fragment of nimbuses, harmonious hums, Sterlings, limericks, and Perks, sock-darning theories, blasted colorful bursts across the non-corporeal landscape, manifesting miniature galaxies, sentient deserts, and temporary alternate versions of Piffle Pratt, all simultaneously. Penny, navigating the Starseeker through the increasingly joyful manifestation of realities, executed the blueprint of being benediction maneuver. Guided by Nim, she maneuvered the Starseeker towards the heart of the Citadel. There, throbbing with ancient, conceptual power, was the blueprint of being, a colossal, shimmering scroll of pure, creative energy. Sterling, observing from the cosmic canvas, was utterly transformed. His psychic senses registered not chaos, but a profound, coherent sense of playful, philosophical creation, filled with echoes of shared laughter and universals. He saw the ether architects, not as abstract entities, but as benevolent collaborators, conducting a multi-dimensional symphony of thought and glittering confetti, with Finn O'Malley at its paradoxical chucklefish wielding. Sterling, in a moment of pure, unadulterated ontological enlightenment, spontaneously folded himself into a perfectly knitted celestial scarf, which then wrapped itself around the cosmic baton. It was, apparently, his new, more functional form. Finn O'Malley merely winked. Just a bit of harmonious ethereal synergy, Commander Sterling, a blend of universal empathy and stellar samba. You see, even the architects of reality appreciate a good paradoxical riddle, a well-placed cosmic joke, and a beautifully manifested chucklefish-shaped galaxy. Admiral Rogers, receiving a truly epic dispatch from Finn detailing the successful application of creatively repurposed entertainment protocols for harmonic rapport building with creationary entities, including the effective integration of self-referential humor in multiversal manifestation, declared Operation Ethereal Echo a cosmic success. Nimbus hummed sagely, now gently generating small, chucklefish-shaped rain clouds. Sterling's report, though now delivered via beautifully intricate scarf patterns, was surprisingly coherent, advocating for mandatory cosmic knitting circles for all naval officers, and recommending a chucklefish cosmos creating conundrum colloquium to manifest all future intergalactic conflicts into sentient pineapple-flavored ice cream. Piffleprat, on his Guano archipelago, was believed by the Fortress Apex intern who now claimed Piffleprat's booby squawks were a profound expression of metaphysical macrocosmology, to have finally achieved a truly multi-species, temporal-cosmic-subterranean-contational enlightenment. His last fragments, a series of frantic squawks, interpretive dance instructions, and Morse code, spoke of the blueprint of becoming a gigantic, glowing garter belt, and he had finally rewritten reality, not with ancient instruments, but with sheer, unadulterated will, propelled by the existential fury of boobies, wearing ill-fitting, and was now attempting to manifest his entire archipelago into a fully sentient, self-knitting, multi-dimensional celestial scarf, ready to regarter the very fabric of existence itself. Convinced he was a cosmic ontological architect, tasked with reuniting all discordant realities with their rightful, gartered destiny, forever. Finn O'Malley, as ever, had not only succeeded but had integrated the ether architects, the quantum quibblers, the lava lizards, the silent oracle, the chronos keepers, the sylvan sentinels, the aquadwellers, Nimbus, King Zaba Zaba 7, and even Eunice, who discovered that the ether architects offered surprisingly practical advice on designing reality-resistant potholders for manifesting alternate universes. Into Isla Bonita, ever-expanding, bewilderingly diverse diplomatic network. The celestial citadel of Cygnus had become a beacon of harmonious creative symphony, and the universe, Finn knew, was simply awaiting its next grand, glorious, and utterly O'Malleyesque adventure, stretching into the vast seditious unknowns of eternity, a cosmos forever bound by chucklefish, cosmic confetti, and chaotic goodwill. The universe, in all its myriad forms, was a joyful, unpredictable mess, and Commander Finn O'Malley wouldn't have it any other way. The final frontier for Finn O'Malley, as Admiral Rogers eloquently put it, was the integration of pure abstract thought. The celestial citadel of Cygnus, now a vibrant hub of interdimensional art installations and spontaneous galaxy-manifesting workshops, pulsed with the sheer creative energy of the ether architects. Nimbus, the cloud person, and Zephyr, the whisperer, had expanded their roles to facilitating intergalactic knitting circles, where starweavers spun galaxies into yarn and quantum. Quibblers debated the paradoxical implications of a missing stitch in the fabric of space. Admiral Rogers, having retired his admiral's cap for a knitted celestial scarf, was now working on a collaborative symphony with the ether architects, composing entire constellations through pure musical thought. Piffleprat, however, had achieved a pinnacle of delusion that transcended even the multiverse. His Guano archipelago, under his fervent belief, was now a sentient, self-knitting, multi-dimensional celestial scarf, perpetually unraveling and re-knitting itself into an endless loop of cosmic garter belt patterns. Piffleprat himself, completely assimilated into his creation, was the grand garter master pattern weaver, his consciousness diffused throughout the fabric of his new reality. His